Hello everyone and welcome to Prestige Encounters. I'm the Dungeon Master Salkos and this is the D&D campaign brought to you by Prestige Gaming Community. We have a lot in store for you tonight, but before we get into that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in our chat for a direct link. You can also utilize Arkenforge much like we do. Arkenforge is a comprehensive tool for dungeon masters and game masters alike to bring further immersion to the game that they run at home. You can find yourself a map making tool. You can also do things like ambient sounds, music, sound effects, and even if you have a smart tabletop, it has miniature detection. Ooh, for a dynamic map experience. That's really exciting, everybody. For more information, go to arkenforge.com, and if you're fiscally responsible, use the code PRESTIGE at checkout for $5 off your one-time software purchase. Is there anything else I'm missing? I feel like I might be missing something. We've kind of cut back recently, you know.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun. Yeah, valid.
Remember James?
It's valid. All right, well, without further ado, grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table, and we are now beginning the latest session of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week in his very own words that he totally had ready for days is none other than Cormac McDwyer.
Where to begin? We were led through a set of doors into what appeared to be the Astral Sea. We were introduced to the goddesses, including one, Krishna, who was not quite too happy with us after learning that we freed her daughter. But sorry, drew a blank. Anyway. Shit, I was not prepared. I was reading, and I'm like, I got it. I don't got it. Oh, yes. Despite being angered with us, she did offer us a boon, a small statue that would allow us quick entry into Selnor. Casimir asked some questions about what should happen to him if he should meet a second death. But I wasn't really paying attention to all of that, so. And also, Harley asked something about kitchen utensils, but he made a delightful snack for all of us out of it anyway, so I guess it was worth it. We were then brought to the archives of the temple based on Hydra's request, to which he was left a book that he had been seeking. After some more things happened, because I wasn't really paying much attention to what everyone else was doing, we were then teleported back to Belanos, to which Lord Minorialis greeted us when we arrived. He took us to his cafe, which he had recently purchased, and we updated him on the matter of things, the loss of our companion, the events that had happened, etc. He then shared his knowledge on what he actually knows about the Tower of Allura, and how the bottom of the tower holds the heart of a god of magic, Thomas. We were then teleported to our keep, to which we were met with the queen herself, in which she lended us her greatest fighters and magicians, as we were told. We would have a month to prepare until the winter solace to save the world itself. And that's where we left off.
Thank you so much, Cormac. So, over the course of the next month, each of you have been training. You've all progressed to the level of 12. And you're now going to be given the chance to kind of discuss what you've been doing over the last month in your new keep located just west of the city of Belanos. Would anyone like to go first?
Sure. So Astra spent about the first week trying to understand what was told to her about having to guide her companions with astral projection and the whatnot in the works. Mainly, she struggled with focusing on that inner voice, but like we remember last session, she did get a glimpse of her late brother's voice, and throughout this past month, she has been honing in on that with these masters of the arcane, maybe a cleric or two. Okay, anyone she can get her hands on who can help her, she's doing so. And as a result of that, I would say she's in a really good spot right now to succeed. That's it. And she did gardening. She did a lot in that little garden.
Oh, I do have a quick question. Did you end up planting that seed that the tree gave you in the Feywilds?
Yes, and I planted that in our keep.
Okay. Yeah, so actually what that tree does is the moment you plant it, it sprouted into one of those ancient oaks with these kind of silvery threads running through it like veins. And as it did so, there was this kind of flash of blue light as the power of the tree actually wards your keep from celestial fiends and fae from entering your keep without your permission.
That's a real one right there. Nice. Casimir, you have permission.
So, thank you so much there, Astra. Next up, we'll go with Casimir.
Yeah. So Casimir's been really busy the last month. Basically, he has been focusing a lot on retraining his body. So he's been with the martial fighters for that, trying to shift from a strength-based fighting style into something a little bit about being faster, more agile, and would likely choose to spar with some of the more dexterous members of the party as well, if they were free to it, here and there, just to test himself out, take some licks, get knocked on his butt by Kydra a couple times. And that's what he spends from morning till about the early afternoon doing. Then every evening he spends studying with the arcane masters, reading, practicing his abilities as a blade singer, sort of focusing on, re-embracing this part of himself that he'd been slowly trying to re-embrace. And even, maybe noticing as he summons his blade song, instead of it being this harsh, infernal, runish protection, it's mixed with elvish runes now. At first looking like they're working against each other, and then starting to work in harmony as it starts to shift into a more traditional blade song, less of the harsh sound and mixed with a kind of melodic melody that actually harmonizes. At night, when he's not sleeping, he's praying. He's going off to temples on days that he's not, and trying to figure out how to commune with Kresna to fulfill the oath that he made to redeem the sins of the party, and maybe himself too.
Awesome. So you actually spent a lot of your time training with one of the court wizards of the Queen of Belanos. She's a gnome, a gnomish woman, very jolly in the way that she acts. Her specialization goes beyond just magic casting, but also a little bit of alchemy. But her name is Quiro, Quiroe, Ilwe Undle, which I'll just type out the spelling for that. But that is her name.
Okay, and there was one other thing that I sent you, and I'm not sure if that was possible. His sword. And this is going to be something that he's reluctant to do at first. And he approaches likely her with this sword, this obsidian sword, that hungers, with the intention of trying to see if he can reshape it from a longsword into something different. Maybe also having to come to the face with the fact that it's cursed.
So the blade by nature can be reshapen into the type of blade you want it to be, simply by much like an attunement process.
Yeah. Okay.
As it is technically an infernal focus.
Okay. It is technically. And so I guess if it's easy for him to do it, he might, instead of showing it to her at first, he might approach to her, about the concept of an infernal blade, that he came across in his journeys, trying to figure out if he should be concerned.
Yeah. We'll DM about that later. All right. Next, we'll have Dion with Cormac on deck.
So, a big thing Dan would have been doing, of course, is martial training. Big heavy hitter. He's just trying to hone his skills on hitting as hard and ferociously as possible. And also channeling his, faith in his goddess Bralin as he does so. And part of that includes being a little bit of a party animal over these 3 months. He'll be planning big celebrations, going into Belanos and raiding fucking taverns and stuff. Just having as much fun as possible, spreading his revelry and that type of thing, because he knows that whatever we're all going through, he'd like to include as many people as possible, by the way. Whatever we're going to go through, this might be our last chance to have a nice party and celebrate while we can. So, and if we do survive, we'll have a bigger one.
In fact, that celebration is indeed tonight, as you're all doing the last bit of your training, preparing for the celebration in turn. Your keep is found bustling with people preparing for this. Food is being made in preparation for the feast. There are the finest breweries and mead makers also bringing in the various wares. Entertainers are coming in to fill the courtyard within the keep grounds as well, along with the town that's kind of like was already in existence, but has continued to grow over the next month with the rumors of the Seekers being present there, as your name has started to spread throughout Belanos, as you've committed many deeds across the world so far. Cormac.
Yes. Okay. So Cormac doesn't really, well, I mean, he does stuff, obviously, but he mostly is like, perfecting his weapon handling. He's practicing his fighting with Casimir to become a little bit more dexterous. He also is making a little bit more ammo with the last of his supplies that he has. And yeah, now he's just preparing for the the party tonight as to what could possibly be his last. So
Kydro.
So, after Astra finishes deciphering the Book of Dragons in Primordial, which is half of the book, Kydro brings the book with him to go train as he reads it, taking his training about twice as seriously as he had been, since he has more time, since he's not adventuring, so he's putting in that extra work. Physically, he had been practicing his forms and strikes, repeating the same punches and kicks against harder and harder materials, 1,000 punches, 1,000 kicks, against boulders, steel, Casimir, Dion. But this wasn't enough for him. He would sit in silence, meditating, for days on end. His ki felt more fluid, and he could feel it lashing out, connecting to the world around him. He turned his desires of ki to be able to decipher the book itself, because he wants to do it alone. This is his quest. He doesn't need to bother anybody else for it within reason. And as he does so, his ki, for just a slight moment, aligns with both the sun and moon, just flowing the knowledge of the abyssal language into his head as if it were second nature. And he can just read the book, the rest of it. And as he studies the book now, with Astra's help deciphering the other half, he can now completely read it. So, he learns more of the nature and history of dragons, as well as a few other things that are going to motivate him along the course of his journey. And another day, as he is meditating, a random thought of his mother dawns on him. He felt a particular loneliness, and he willed his ki to fix this problem like he does with all of his other issues. And sure enough, his ki had an answer. He felt himself in the presence of another being, and he opened his eyes to a small blue drake companion. He had a connection to this creature he didn't quite understand, but he named her Faeth after his mother. He continued his training further. Physically, his strikes have become more devastating, and he's become faster on his feet, and with his holland mind, his ki is more potent and powerful than ever before.
Thank you. Harley.
So he spent, he's a bard, so he doesn't feel the need to start lifting weights or anything. So he spent his time practicing his concentration, just progressively trying to keep tune under strengthening distractions. Started just kind of trying to do it upside down or trying to balance things, and eventually he'd be dodging fireballs from some of the wizards, and just constant stress, but still managing to keep up his concentration, and make him even better at dodging things than he already was. And in the time he wasn't training, he'd be trying to see what the wizards could teach him about his curse and how to possibly uplift it, perhaps. And he'd also help Astra out in the garden, because he's he's a farmer by trade, so he'd know about irrigation and other farming things. I don't know much about farming things, but that's mostly what he'd be up to.
And I believe finally Quasar.
So over this month, Quasar would have been communicating a lot with Rexholm Everial to try to deepen his connection with his oath and with magic in general. And just get better at what he does, hit harder, imbue all of his strikes with just divine energy. And also asking more of the stealthy members of the party like Cormac and Kydro to hide around him and try to hit him until he is able to dodge these strikes. That's pretty much it. Just emerging with a better sense of the world and a better sense of himself.
Thank you. So, it is now growing into the late afternoon, early evening, as you all are wrapping up your training for the day, and you hear the sound of a bell begin to ring out throughout the courtyards as a notification that it is time to prepare for the feast at hand tonight. Is there anything that anybody would like to do in particular here at this moment in time?
Dayon would like to run out into the main, like the center of the keep. Isn't everybody so excited? I'm so excited. This party is gonna be amazing.
This is my first material plane party.
Oh, you're in for a treat. This isn't any material plane party. This is a party organized by myself and other people. And you know, I have a special touch for this type of thing, as it is my faith.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Stepping into the Grey Hall, where a majority of the feast is being prepared, sets are being laid out, goblets are being set down, all those sorts of things. One person in particular is kind of sticking out, making sure that orders are being get out. There's organization. This person had moved up into the town surrounding your keep recently and has taken staffing within your keep. You all know him as Silas Alash, the previous owner of the Grinning Cat Tavern in Summermorn, the blue sapphire dragonborn. Everything is going to plan, Master Dayon.
Thank you so much, Silas. You know, it's been great since I've met you. You're very, very helpful with this type of thing.
It is something that I have grown accustomed to from my years running the tavern, and although I greatly miss the Grinning Cat, it is something that I am glad happened, as it brought me here to a life of more happiness. And your friends would be happy to know that the singing flowers are doing just fine in my garden.
Yay.
It's nice to know. I have no idea what type of code that is or what you're trying to portray to me, but I will pass that on to them. It's amazing that these people that I met falling out of an airship knew such a wonderful party planner and caterer and organizer. I thank you very much, Silas.
It's no problem. A knock at your door, Casimir.
Oh, come.
Opening the door is a dark elf that you know as Cedric Danemark, the spy master of the Queen. Casimir, I have a message from the Queen. Unfortunately, she will not be able to make it in attendance this evening, as she has other things to look to. But she is sending someone in her stead.
Oh, I'd say it's very kind of her to send a representative in instead.
Indeed.
Is it meant to be a surprise, or should we be setting for expectations of someone as equally regal stature?
He takes out a pocket watch. Actually, she should be arriving just about now. It's at this moment a flurry of feathers rushes past your window as this four-legged beast lands in your courtyard, blowing down one of the tents of the entertainers in the process from a full-on dive bomb. The woman wearing a leather helmet with goggles takes it off to show perfect golden locks just bouncing down perfectly into place as she kind of like tilts her head and catches the sunlight perfectly in the now setting twilight. She steps down from her griffin, pats it, as many of the people working the courtyard come out and take it from her, and you recognize her to be the princess herself, Lexilla Athelrin.
Ah, the princess does love to make an entrance. Thank you.
She certainly does. I believe everybody is gathering in the the hall.
And to say, are you going to stay, or you're just a messenger today?
I will be lurking about.
Okay. That's very good. Kind of straightens the sword at his side, making sure everything is in place. Big day.
Indeed. Well then,
It's not waiting. It's not waiting for a tip or anything. Cassier's
No.
trying to read the room.
no. But like I said, everybody's waiting for you in the Great Hall. Because at this point, everybody will begin to gather there.
Side note, even though we have catering, quite exemplary catering, Astra is still gonna make her own tea, some real funky fresh tea, and
Okay.
she'll just try passing it out to anyone who will try it. Here, try this. I made this. About to get bussin'.
So at this point, the fireplace is set aflame and the flames are roaring, but contained. There are roasted boars being set onto the tables. Many flagons are starting to be brought out as they fill up various cups as many of the denizens begin to arrive. You all are now gathered in the Great Hall, sitting upon the raised part of it in the back where your table is set, along with some of your most prestigious and esteemed guests. Rexholm Everiel is there, along with Kira, Elway, and El. As at this point, the doors swing open with kind of this burst of wind, and stepping into the hall is the princess. I'm sorry, am I late?
You are fashionably on time as always.
Oh, I'm glad to be so. I'm sorry that my mother couldn't make it. Of course, she sends her regards.
That's all right, Your Honor. So you take off his hat and he, put it in his chest like you would, people with hats might do in front of royalty. Nod his head a bit and put it back on.
Did he
Surprisingly,
get
I'm sorry.
I say, did Hartley get like fancier overalls now that he's living in a
No.
keep? Or they okay?
Exact same outfit. He's no aristocrat.
But I did bring a +1. I hope you're all okay with that.
Oh.
The more the
Surprisingly,
merrier.
from her walk from just the courtyard into this hall, she has somehow changed into a completely new gown. This gown has kind of like long with a midnight blue, and it almost shimmers with kind of a black sheen to it as the light catches it in different ways. It goes around her shoulders, and she has this very large silver and sapphire necklace adorning her neck. Okay, well, I believe he'll be right in. And she looks over her shoulder. At this time, the hall grows silent. Stepping into the chamber is a man. And at this time, in case anyone has forgotten, Noah, would you like to describe Zulkifli to us?
Oh. Okay. Whoa. Digging up this description for a little while. So stepping in, he's about 5'10". He's currently shrouded in a just a long kind of tattered brown cloak, and he throws it back to reveal long black hair, kind of loosely tied up in a red pointed kind of headscarf, tenkolok. He's dressed in a red studded leather vest in a very different style than what might be seen in this part of the world. It's sleeveless, scar pattern all along his shoulders, roughly in the shape of stripes. He's got a kind of very serious arched black eyebrows, high angled eyes, kind of a medium brown skin, black kind of goatee. He's wearing a kind of a kain sonket, which is a kind of a cloth, almost a kilt kind of thing around his waist. Beneath some red silk trousers, and he's wearing sandals and stuff. He's got a wavy kris on one side. He steps in, his eyes sweep around, and he's immediately catches sight of the party. He stands there for a moment, breathes it in. Nostrils flares, and you see him smile.
So carefully.
Astra, cups start hitting the floor. Everything she was doing out the window, she comes up to him and bear hugs him.
Just
Welcome back, brother.
okay.
Y'all know this guy?
Yes. Yes.
Just very much so.
You hear stomping as Dayon runs over. So quickly! And you're like,
Oh, okay.
you know, hung around both Astra and
Yeah.
Phil Kipley.
Yeah. Casimir will break protocol and joins in the hug. And there's a little tear running down his cheek.
Astra.
Astra's
Yeah.
bawling. Yeah.
Comac.
Yeah.
Kaidro. Okay. And he looks around and he sees many new people here. You have
Harley.
done very well.
Hello.
Orang kata. Looks over at. You know we have a poisonous frog here.
Yeah, he's fine.
I make sure not to touch anybody.
Whoa. Okay. Also, he can talk.
Yeah. I don't think
Yep.
He plays music as well, Zukibli.
This is your home now?
Our home, bud.
yeah.
Wow.
Your name's on the deed.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Has been a long time. I
Yeah.
tried to find you for a long time, but I lost the smell. You are gone. And now,
Yeah.
How are you? I mean, did they let you come back? I mean, last we heard, you were with one of the goddesses.
yeah, no, but more after she showed me many other. He told me some things. Not here, maybe later. I learned many things. I studied. I met this goddess Ferusia. She is amazing. Ferusia. She's a queen of beasts.
Mm.
She helped me, Astra. She helped me find a way to control my power.
Fantastic. That's all you wanted, right?
No. Yes, yeah, but what I wanted was helping you and your people. How are you? Are you? He looks around, and Aspen is also still gone.
Yes. Yes, come sit. But he's not gone fully. I've regained connection with him, and he's been helping me to learn.
I hear his voice.
You do as well?
He spoke to me. Yeah.
Yes, he did. Come sit, please.
Okay. You sit down.
Get him food. Meat, right? What kind of meat?
Water. Meat. Chicken. Or kambing. Lamb.
Cabbage too, please. It's so good to see you again.
He just sits there, he drinks in the sight of his friends. Because it's been a long time.
Oh, and there's Quasar here. I don't think you've spoken to him. He's... Quasar, can you come a little bit closer? You'll be able to see so carefully.
Yeah, let me. Oh. Oh, they've described me, or described you to me before. It's very good to finally meet you. I didn't think I'd ever say that to you, but.
Ambassador, you are okay. You with them for a long time? Or recent?
A little bit over a month.
Same here.
But we get along.
Yeah, we picked up Quasar in the Fae and Holly in the Underworld. And
Underworld?
yeah,
Wow.
we lost one.
Nazmir. Yeah.
And
Nazmir.
picked one up and were betrayed by him.
I wasn't dead,
sorry.
by the way. I was just there, coincidentally.
They're saying, I mean, of all the people here, I was the one who was dead in the Underworld, but I'm dead here.
I mean, I was technically dead as well, but that happened after
Wow.
I got there. But
Yeah.
you know,
Okay,
I was dead
you
once
all
too.
Died, and you went to Underworld, and Nazmir, he betrayed you.
No.
Okay.
no.
So sitting
No,
at this point, sitting in the middle of the table, the princess did take the center seat of the dining hall as would custom would dictate. And she stands up and holds her goblet out. I would like to propose a toast to friends, to heroes, and she looks at all of you, and to celebration. At this point, everybody cheers. She goes, "Let the feast commence." And at this point, trays of food are being brought out. The many partygoers start to cut into the boars at their table. A number of servants supplied by the royal house come out with trays full of food, offering them to you in different selection. There are drinks being served, and you are all sitting in front of like the semicircle area at the back of your hall with these stained glass windows where your tree is actually planted as it kind of grows up and its branches spread out, kind of having this like silver glow as it's casting dancing lights across the many parts of your hall. Lord Dayon, the princess looks at you.
Oh, yes, princess.
Would you like to invite your entertainment in for this evening?
Entertainment? Yes. Let's invite the entertainment, the special entertainment. Invite them.
The room goes dark. Starting at the very front of the hall, working its way back, is a series of small flares shooting up these vibrant colors, purples, greens, blues, on a straight line up towards your great dining hall. And with the final flash of light standing in the middle of the hall where this kind of area has been cleared out and left vacant on purpose is a number of acrobats. There is a woman wearing a mask with this bright red hair standing at the middle of this stack of people. And she holds up a goblet, silent. And it's at this point this trapeze comes swinging down and she grabs it without moving, and she is launched into the air and begins to do this routine with another person swinging down, a man wearing a similar outfit, that of gold and green. As she swings back, she's thrown up into the air and does a double flip, catching onto the trapeze. You think for a moment that she's going to miss, but she grabs it for sure. At this point, the other acrobats on the ground are starting to do their own sort of choreographed routine with ribbons and magic as a variety of light shoots up and smoke forms and starts forming a number of creatures. the first thing you see are people running and these small little imp-like creatures attacking them until they're fought off. You see these zombies rise up from groupings of mushrooms to be fought off as well and vanquished. And as this continues, you start to realize that this show is indeed the feats that you guys have carried out since you started. As these things are brought out. As it comes to its conclusion, its main finale being the shadow dragon, the one on the trapeze lands on top of this pyramid of acrobats. At this point, she takes off her mask, showing these vibrant green shimmering eyes and this long red curly hair. Grapevines adorn her ears as she holds up a overflowing goblet. Dion,
Yes.
this person seems very familiar to you.
Very familiar in the sense I've seen her in moments of celebration and the like.
It's at this point, as the goblet continues to overflow, she throws her other hand down and a golden spark shoots out and this fog cloud covers the rest of the people. And just as it begins to disperse, doves fly out and the acrobats are gone and they vacate your hall.
Diana stands up, on top of one of the tables, throws his hands in the air. Our Lady of Mirth has graced us with her presence.
What do you mean?
All right.
What?
It was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that was simply amazing.
Do you know her?
Yeah,
Do I know her? I wear her symbol.
Ah. I
That was
see.
a goddess?
You did invite her in.
Perfect.
The goddess performed for us.
Let's say it's. We really need to make a list.
Listen, I will say anywhere I go is a home for Lady Brawlin herself as well.
Oh. So,
What is a Lady of Mirth?
goddess, I believe. So if we pray to a god, are we inviting them in?
What are they, vampires?
Well, I mean, the first time that I came here, I had to be invited in by Astra, even though I live here.
I also had to be invited in.
Yeah.
How long have you live here? What happened?
About a month.
Suddenly you rich or what?
No, we were given it for saving Archmage Amelia's life.
Ah, yes, of course.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Say, Zulkifli, when I first met you all, you told me that you didn't have a birthday. Correct?
Yeah.
This can be your birthday.
Maybe.
We're celebrating already.
And you are reborn to us.
Okay. Today is my birthday.
Happy birthday,
surprise.
Kifli.
Everyone wish Zulkifli a happy birthday.
Happy first birthday!
Happy birthday, Zulkifli.
The entire crowd in your dining hall, happy birthday, all together in unison.
Yeah, they sing a thing that will get us copyright striked. And
Selamat Hari Jadi, Selamat Hari Jadi.
The really interesting part about having the blessing of Brawlin on your celebration is that the food never seems to cease coming. You never feel completely full. The drinks don't stop flowing, yet you don't get to the point where you can't drink anymore. You don't get to the overly inebriated to the point where you get sloppy. You're on that fine borderline where you're feeling perfectly great. And the party goes until the sun rises the next morning, and yet none of you are exhausted.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will say, just during the party, anybody observing Daeon would notice he had the same amount of energy as when he's raging in battle.
Yeah.
He's like completely in his element.
Astra does get overwhelmed at times, so she'll step out to the tree every now and then.
One such moment when you step over to the tree, the princess comes and joins you.
Your... She thinks for a moment on the proper address. Your Honor, what are you doing here?
Just stepping out of the crowd to observe.
What do you think of this? She'll motion to the tree.
I think it's quite
It's my
beautiful.
pride and joy.
I can tell that you put a lot of love into it.
Where did you find Zulkifli?
He actually arrived in the city at what seemed to be the perfect moment, right as I was preparing my departure.
I see.
You know,
I have yet to hear... Yes?
I don't know a lot about druidcraft, as that's not where I've been taught, but I do believe with enough practice this tree might be useful to you.
Oh, it will. I have many plans for it already.
Good.
And if you look here, and she'll point to a part on the tree where these silvery veins kind of come together almost to form a ruin. There's one here, and another here, and one right there. They're quite fascinating. Can you read them?
I must confess I can't.
I can teach you.
Perhaps one day.
Mm-hmm. We'll make it a date. And Astra will just fall silent.
Well, enjoy your evening as we have a lot to discuss tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy as well.
And she'll kind of fade back into the crowd. And soon enough, the sun rises and the party ends. And all that's left is a massive mess. But nothing for any of you to clean up, as you are now nobles of this keep. You're landowners.
Woo! Back to being a noble.
Well, Harley, you don't want to be noble, so you got to help clean up the mess.
Well, I'll take the title if it helps me not clean.
There you go. Lord of not cleaning.
And as all of the guests have vacated the place, all that's left are those who have household staff, kind of calling for all of you to gather within your hall is the princess.
And we don't feel any after effects, right?
There's
We're
no
okay.
exhaustion, no hangovers,
Let's go.
no bloating,
I wish
No.
real life worked like that.
no morning after walks of shame, nothing.
You know, you didn't have to watch how much sugar you ate. You don't have to worry about your calorie intake. Like it's just
fantastic.
The ultimate cheat day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, you all feel quite invigorated. You can all go ahead and take one DM inspiration onto your character sheets.
Whoa!
Huge.
Excellent.
like.
You know the feeling you get when you walk into a room and there's like health packs everywhere and a lot of ammo,
Yeah.
like an RPG.
That's
and
what
you're
this feels
"Oh,
like."
Thanks, game.
Yeah.
I wonder what this means.
And then immediately a boss fight.
Suddenly, there is a massive explosion in the middle of your hall. You're left to no walls, but open. No.
Oh god, tall boys.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry to prevent you from being able to rest late into the afternoon, but I am here on official business, unfortunately, rather than just a guest.
Oh, well, you were our guest last night, and now you're on business today, so we'll take it as an even trade, huh?
At this point, stepping into the hall is Lord Minorialis. Oh, I appear to be late for the party. He's
It was
holding
long.
2 jugs of some unknown liquid. I'll just set these down.
You missed the whole thing.
What are in those jugs?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll just take them back home.
We were visited by a goddess last night.
Oh, was it your first time?
No.
No.
No, actually, yeah, I was mentioning we need a checklist, almost like...
Goddess bingo.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, honestly.
I apologize for coming bearing semi bad news, but perhaps she was blessed and you can have a true last celebration. Because we don't know what's going to happen after today, do we? You all have been training for a month. Lord Minorialis, I believe that this is my meeting. Oh, of course. I outrank you, but whatever. So
We passed the talking stick.
we have a few places that we can all go to well, for what rather you can go to for what's next in your journey. You have a loose idea of where you can go to complete the goals, but I would like to add another possibility to that list.
Ooh.
We all know that the solstice is a mere 5 months away. There is another location of power within the continent that must be secured prior to us preventing them from attacking the font at the bottom of the tower. Currently, Prime Minister Flaskmaster within the nation of Mysteria is getting forces from the tribes of Grumesh. However, we do know through the valiant efforts of Lord Animarch that they are no longer being supplied machines for sieging purposes. Meaning, if we were to retake Fort Ron outside of Summermorn, we could prevent the forces of the tribes of Grumesh from crossing over the Buckler Mountains and being able to further supply Mysteria with military power.
So we buy ourselves time and allow you to reinforce your border.
Indeed, but unfortunately the fortress is not able to be attacked by armies. Rather than a small force for stealth would most likely be better.
Well, that seems
That's where we
perfect for
come in.
us.
Indeed. Of course, you can go to the Rhine Mountains to the north for the Sleeping Winter. There's the Kingdom Sielnor for the Singing Glade. And of course, the Astral Plane for the Blessed Seed, as you all have revealed and shared that information with us. But those are your 4 paths available to you. So whatever you desire to path to take first, the others of course will have to be done soon enough, but the path and the choice are yours.
I feel the most important thing is securing more time for ourselves. The fort seems like our best option.
And our
It'll only get
closest.
harder the longer.
And
we
our
wait.
closest option.
And a lot of people are dying.
Dare I say it would be easy to wipe out one fort full of people.
Do you think you could do it in one punch, man?
Yes. Not even a question.
Get rid of that
Get out of my
inspiration.
house.
Get rid of inspiration.
I almost cracked while saying that one.
We have been keeping Lady Namela Telmont as a guest in our own kingdom. I'm sure she would like to have her city back.
Astra, you look like you're considering.
I am considering, I'm thinking, because these are all the things we need to do, and I do desire to help, as y'all have helped me. But I am thinking of my family, and I am thinking of the time in which it would be appropriate to go. And I believe that would be after we retrieve everything we need in order to prepare for solstice. But I cannot complete that final battle without helping my people, because I do not know if I will survive. And I can't take that risk.
No.
The choice is yours.
Laden with choice, all of them important.
That just means we have to get everything done as fast as possible so we have time for the solstice.
Yeah.
We do have 5 months. Shouldn't be too bad.
Well, 5 months can go by really fast.
Yeah.
This past month flew by.
5 months to do 4 potentially near impossible things.
Yeah, this last month felt like a week.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Geek.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're not.
sorry.
Don't lie.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Regardless of whichever location you choose first, we could get you as close as we can to there.
Princess, do you know of anyone who can traverse the astral? Anyone who can do that? I feel confident, at least more so in my abilities, but I am curious. I don't trust anyone else to do the job that has been entrusted with me, but if worst comes to worst, I would like someone to take that hold.
Well, I do not know of anyone in particular that would be able to traverse the astral plane, but there are several powerful magic casters who might be able to.
It's something I will think more on. Thank you.
So it seems we're still left with the choice of where to go first.
The fortress.
The fort?
Fortress.
All in agreement?
It is close. Yeah.
Yep.
close, save lives, buy some time for the people who are currently suffering.
All right. How soon should we leave?
Immediately, I would assume.
That's what I was thinking.
Today? Today?
Gather
No
your,
time to waste.
gather your gear, gather some food, and we probably should have had somebody look for our horses in the last month, but
There's
We
no need. Gather your
Don't worry,
things.
I find them all.
I have a
Back here.
surprise for you outside.
okay.
All right.
Surprise.
Just out of character, was she not flirting with Revelor a little bit last time we saw her?
She
Or-
was kind of being flirtatious with Zulkifli and then
Mhm.
Cormac. She was being very flirtatious with Zulkifli.
Okay.
She smells amazing, and Zol just keeps looking over at her.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just like trying to remind myself, who was she flirty with?
Mostly,
Okay,
mostly Zulkifli.
I mean, he is swarthy. He's just got that like awesome like personality. It's great.
Personality.
What's outside?
Yeah,
I
let's
love
go see what the
surprises.
surprise
Did you
is.
get,
What
your,
is-
did you get
we
your
go-
stuff?
We stand up. Yeah, we get our stuff.
I always have my
Um,
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Couple
you
weapons
have.
appear and-
I look around. I look over at the party just as we're heading up. You have my bag.
Yes, that did not get given to Nazmia, right?
Among all our other things.
I don't believe
Well-
that was given to Nesmir.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now that the lyre or that little guitar thing that you have, yeah, I kept that. So I'll give that
I'll
back.
say that Astra
Okay.
had all your old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sentimental value.
Oh, wow! And I pull out my lute. Oh,
There you go.
Good.
Man.
Maybe one day I will learn how to play this better.
Yeah, you highly
You
should
notice that
discuss.
the princess is once again wearing her,
I'm
her
helping talk
traveling
to you.
clothes, very form-fitting trousers and boots that almost come up just below the knee, like horseback riding boots, almost. So, and as she leads you out to the door, she stops. Oh, you might need these. And from her own bag, she pulls out 8 leather helmets with goggles.
Esmer's has little holes for horns.
Why would we need something like this?
In
We
the
are
courtyard,
flying.
with the sun rising just above the keep walls, are 8 different griffins.
I don't know if these will fit.
Oh wow.
They're for
And
us.
Listen, they're all custom fit. It's fine. You'll
No.
you have Kydra's one.
It is for you, not for the griffin.
Yeah,
No, I mean I have a very odd head shape.
yeah, it's
Griffin. And I look up. Oh wow. I was focused on the not fitting. Okay.
Well, no fucking way. This is awesome.
Astra's gonna immediately go and try like seeing which one she vibes with best.
All
One by
right,
one.
let's call it now. How long until we forget them in some city?
I will never
As,
forget this.
TM, has Zul already vibed with one of them on the way here?
So, before any of you, go crazy, she snaps her fingers and all the griffins shrink down into small statuettes.
You killed them.
Oh, that is very convenient.
You'll find that these are more to your travel abilities. There is one catch, though.
Hmm?
Due to, unlike their cousins, the other magical item that has a limited amount of use or power per day, these can be activated and deactivated over the course of 10 minutes, as many times a day as you want. The activation takes 10 minutes, the deactivation is instant. However, they only work on this plane.
Ah.
Hmm.
Okay.
That was
That's fair.
So
fun.
if we carry them into another plane, they're just these little minis.
Well, we don't know
Like
what would
chess
happen. They could just shatter, they could explode, they would just not activate. They're experimental. They've been a project of mine, as I'm very passionate about these creatures.
Okay. So sorry. If we take them in this shape but without activating, they should be safe, right? Because I don't much want to kill these
I would assume
magnificent.
so.
Oh. Okay.
Love the confidence.
Well, it's magic.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you go by the rules as they're set, and sometimes you look into the possibility and create something new.
Sometimes you turn into a frog.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that
Yes,
it's not your natural state. It just seems so fitting.
Well, I guess these next 10 minutes will be spent reactivating these so we can, get a move on.
Right.
Thank you, Princess.
Thank you.
Mine, unfortunately, does not have that neat party trick, as I have a real living one. But she'll distribute them out to you.
Awesome.
Do they not require to eat? Are they not living?
They do not require food or sleep.
Okay.
Are griffins intelligent creatures?
You know what?
No.
Let me get my book of monsters out and find their stat block. Since y'all want to ask every goddamn question there is.
Oh, yeah. We want to know, Michael.
Griffins have an intelligence of 2.
So
Okay.
no,
Oh.
they're not intelligent. They're actually,
Okay.
yeah, their modifier is -4. But
Okay.
they are wise creatures, as they have a wisdom of 13, so they can be trained.
Mm-hmm.
I would say about
Okay.
the same intelligence as like a dog or a horse.
Yeah.
Some dogs, much smarter.
And some
it's-
dogs
it's-
throw up their waffles.
And then try to re-eat it.
Yeah, as soon as the princess hands me the mini griffin, I'm immediately starting to just reactivate it.
Wow. Actually, a horse
Oh,
has the
yeah.
exact same intelligence.
We could actually get really into it and talk about a horse's prefrontal cortex, but I will not do that with y'all today.
Wizards of the Coast, you are being called out right now, by the way. That's too low.
Swear to God, Chloe, you always got something locked and loaded, bro. That was randomly generated. I swear to God, bro.
And she's gonna pull you aside, Astra. And if you would like to speak to someone about traversing planes, there is a very powerful magic caster that I'm aware of near the Fogmire Wood. His name is Cornelius. Cornelius
Sounds very
Itzum.
familiar.
That's even closer than Port Rand.
Is it on the way?
It is on the way.
I would
Perfect.
warn you though, there is a lightning storm over those woods constantly. He's rather
Yes, we've met Cornelius, I believe.
We've met him, yeah.
Yes. Interesting fellow. He and his lightning storm have a turbulent love
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, she's not happy with him.
Love life?
But thank you.
I'd rather not know.
Yeah.
I do have to get home though.
Well, send your mother our thanks as well. But
Lookifully clasps hands with her. Deep, it's like holding both of her hands in his, and then kind of a handshake. And then touches his heart.
As your hands pull away, you feel the tug of a chain, Zokifli. And it's a simple
Oh, no.
silver chain, but there is a small pendant that has almost like a mesh to it. And she's going to smile as she gets onto her griffin, and she's going to nod to all of you and take off. And as you hold the pendant up to your nose, it smells just like her perfume. It's that of a bracelet.
yeah. Yeah, Zokifli.
Yeah.
I saw that, Zokifli.
More like Riz Kifley.
Gonna look down at that.
Leave the puns
Tucked away.
to Casimir, please.
Yeah. All right. Wow. I mean, I knew that you had a little bit of a spark with it last time, but
That seemed more like a flame.
yeah.
Oh.
Certainly. You may find yourself being the consort to a future queen.
Huh? Oh, no. She's just good friends. Huh?
Yeah, sure.
That's what they all say, but you know, you just have to have a little confidence in love and war.
Oh, also, Cormac isn't his real name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
that
just
little
remembered
tidbit.
that. Yeah.
Cormac
I'll let you
McGuire.
take over.
No, this is his name. You just met him. This is Cormac.
No, it was a lie.
Actually, it's
Huh?
Actually,
Latin.
Zol, he's gonna walk up to Zol and be like, "Allow me to properly introduce myself." And he's gonna hold out his hand. He's gonna say, "My name is Revelor. Revelor Dwyer."
The fuck?
Joking. Okay.
It's no joke,
No?
Ghibli. It's my real. That's my birth name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Revelo. Why are you hiding your name? Embarrassed, is it? Shameful.
No. Partially, part of it was in memoriam. Another part was I didn't know how far of a reach the people who were looking for me had, and I didn't want to put you all in danger, which I had already done once. So
People are looking for you.
yes.
Hmm.
Or maybe not. I don't know if they're still looking for me now, since we've been gone for a while. They might think I might be dead. I'm not sure.
Where? Oh, only asking because if we go there, then we should use Cormac. Huh? We call you Cormac instead.
Right.
Oh,
I'm not quite sure. I'm not like completely sure on their whereabouts, but Amelia did tell me that I might find some answers in Ingenben.
oh. So,
Mm.
was it somebody you know then who was trying to kill you that time?
Fortunately.
He leans closer. He gives Cormac just like a little slap in the face. And then a handshake. Okay, just checking. Good to meet you, Ravelo. Maybe safer we call you Cormac just in case. Huh?
And most of us still call him Cormac, but I realized that he didn't bring that up. So
No.
And another
Like-
thing you should know is that I have the key that we need to cure my people. That has been settled. We were gifted a pitcher with water from the River of the Dead, the soul. And with that, I can put that in a body of water. And you know the story.
Oh. Yeah. That's
Nazmir did not betray us as well. I believe we got that misconstrued last night.
No, we lost him in the underworld.
Oh no. His family. Sorry.
These are things you should know.
He sighs and closes his eyes. I'm sorry, I was not here. Not with you. But I am with you now. And from now on.
Until the end.
Mhm.
I'm going to put this picture in our keep before we go. I see no point in taking it with us. And she'll leave to go find. I assume we have a safe room.
Yeah. Just as she goes, he's just gonna watch her go. She's better now. She seems more. What?
I
Happy?
feel from an outside point of perspective, I feel she's been given guidance. She's probably been helped that way.
She definitely seems less murdery.
Before she was scared, but now she seems more, I don't know, calm.
Maybe she just has hope again.
You all watch out for her. Thank you.
Well, you did more for her than any of us could.
Next time you die for her, okay? Good.
It was
And
the
even-
plan.
Even-
In the meantime, yeah, I've heard the story of what happened. We've made sure she hasn't touched any random books. So,
No, no one touched anything suspicious since then.
hey,
I
Okay.
mean, you didn't see it coming, so.
I did. Is the thing.
No, he cannot see.
Yeah,
You can see within a certain range, and you can see
Yes.
through his bow.
Oh, I can tell. I don't know if maybe you cannot tell.
Yeah, I can see within 10 feet around me, and then I can also see. He's gonna just transfer his sight into his bird. His bird's eyes flash white. I can see through him.
Hmm.
So.
And I can see through my eyes.
It's kind of fucked up, Dayon.
I thought we were just telling everybody what we could see through.
I
Oh.
mean,
All right.
with empathy, you can see through another person's perspective.
Yes.
Listen, I've seen this man Quasar do unimaginable things to monsters. I can say something funny.
Okay. When were you going to say it?
While we're waiting for Aspen to get back, Zol's just gonna look over at Harley. What color is Harley?
Green.
Is Harley green? Green.
Oh, hold on, you can see.
So she's gonna look down at Harley, just scrutinizing. You are hunter, yeah? Warrior, fighter,
Farmer.
farmer. Ah, okay.
And a musician.
Because dulu in my country, we know some orang Katak like you, and they have different colors. And the green ones, they are watch out because they are the fighters, but also the farming workers.
Yeah, I guess I'm the second half then.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't call playing music fighting, but you know, it does what it does.
You hurt people with music. That is incredible.
I mean, I can hurt people with music too.
Well, I mean, that's more of just mental anguish.
I can
do
hurt
that
people
too.
with
I
my
mean-
hands.
I mean, yes.
I've seen many a bard play a face melting lick, but not literally. He's done some very crazy things.
I also learned how to fly recently.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's
You learned how to
one of the spells I learned
Well, I mean, the more
while we were training.
Yes, one must learn
well-
to fly when fighting Fu. Anyway.
And at this point, Astra will return to the group.
All right, so we'll never be back here again.
That's not entirely true. During our preparation, I plan to keep this with me at all times. I have a spell that will allow us to transport back to this tree at any time.
Oh wow.
Transport through plants or
Oh,
something of similar variation. It is not long lasting. So if I feel the need to cast that, I need you all to prioritize it. because it will go away in 6 to 10 seconds.
You would be amazed how much we can do in 6 to 10 seconds.
I am always amazed.
I'll say at this point you are able to reactivate your griffins.
Okay.
I
Awesome.
want mine to have a feather on top of his head like this.
Mine has the same eyes as me.
That's your head cannon.
Head feather.
Oh, I
Nice.
get it. I get it.
And soon enough, it is time for all of you to take to the skies.
All right.
As we're flying, I'm casting Speak with Animals on my griffin.
Yeah.
They dumb.
Yeah. Why is Harley on his griffin? He can fly now already, right?
Oh, I can't fly fast or long, but I can fly. Well,
I can-
technically we can all fly. I just gotta
Just
play
look.
a little longer.
Yeah.
Just look down at the
So-
queasy look on the griffin's face, being touched by a ground.
With this, are you guys heading directly near the fort, or are you trying to stop at Cornelius?
I would like to stop at Cornelius.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we're going. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's quite odd. There are clouds that rapidly form and dissipate. The sun doesn't feel quite hot, neither of them do. It's like summer is all out of order, as it's not quite summer-esque at this moment in time. You feel this, like the rays of the sun touching your skin, but they don't feel like you're getting burned. You don't feel the warmth. It's quite odd. And soon enough, you guys break above the clouds, and they're just puffy white balls below you, and you're soaring towards your destination near Cornelius. You know, these griffins, what's the flying speed of griffins? Like 60 feet?
I thought you would know
speed
that.
is 80 feet, 80.
Yeah, so they're actually quite fast. This entire method of transportation is quite fast, and you feel like you can get there within a couple days, as these creatures do not require food or sleep. You could just, you know, fasten yourselves down onto them and continue flying throughout the night.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
So, for the sake of time, we'll just go ahead and skip a couple days if everybody's okay with that.
Ooh, okay.
I
Can
wanted
do.
to talk to my griffin.
These aren't real
cool.
animals, so you can't quite
Ah!
talk to them.
All right.
Camping.
Unfortunately.
Can I just note that just at the start of the day for each travel, Zulkifli will be in meditation, but he'll also be taking his time to prepare his weapons each time, just sort of crimson right, on his longbow and on his kris.
Yeah. Soon enough,
Thank
you
you.
see gray clouds ahead, indicating that you're nearing Cornelius's house.
Okay.
I'm going to use, if I can find it and figure it out and think about it. Never mind. Anyways, I've decided not to do that.
Okay. Fair.
hmm
No, I just want to know what it is. That's all I want to know.
Yeah. We'll talk about it
We're
after.
good. We're good.
Do
Yeah.
you continue to fly?
I think we should we try to should we try to land? We don't want to get hit by lightning in the middle of the sky. Trust me.
I'm gonna go one by one, telepathy. Okay, through my friends. Let's land.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's do that.
Yes.
And I will specifically target Harley and Quasar and Dayon. Give them just a brief little, this guy is very odd. Prepare yourself mentally.
Well, we're all a little odd.
As you all prepare yourselves to land and your griffins make the descent, there is a sudden updraft in the wind.
Oh boy.
pushing you further up into the sky.
Oh gosh.
The wind racks your griffins and keeps you afloat in the air as they fight against the wind, and soon enough you're enveloped by storms and rain.
Can I dive bomb? Like a hawk?
I'm not done describing stuff yet.
Oh.
That's
It's
the
at this
scary
point,
part.
rising from the clouds below you, breaking through, is this massive serpent's head.
Oh,
larger
no.
than your keep itself, as it opens its mouth and there's this flash of blue, and you start to realize that this body is made of clouds. It has small wings along its snake-like body as it roars, its eyes glowing with lightning and electrical energy as it flies up and begins to writhe and twist and turn around itself in the center of this storm. As you break through this wall of clouds and you realize you're now in this circular sphere within the eye of the storm, and you finally see the creature that's been terrorizing Cornelius for so long. Let me give you a visual.
Uh-oh, it's a visual.
Uh-oh.
Guys, should we kill it?
You might need a zoom
Zoom
out. A little
out.
bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh fuck.
holy moly.
yeah, okay. So we are each
boy.
occupying a large space, correct? Because we're on large creatures.
Yep. So you'll need to adjust the size of.
Sure.
Actually, I can do that in one fell swoop here. Who just moved their token?
Sorry.
She moved it back.
All right, so we just have to look for the glowing part of its body.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't make much of a difference on the map, does it?
It's different enough.
All right, everybody. As the storm, this creature makes itself known, as it is massive in shape. We're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative, please.
And I will not forget to select my token.
Please don't.
Neat.
Oh, actually, I can't select my token.
Well, you didn't forget.
You should be able to. Are you not?
Yeah.
Man, how I roll that low still.
Look at that net 20 on
You should be able
initiative.
to
for
select your
DM.
token.
Oh, maybe I need to refresh.
Well, even with now a plus
Try
2 on
again.
initiative, still rolling like garbage.
Even with a
Think,
plus 10 in initiative, I'm still rolling
Oh,
like
yeah,
garbage.
I just needed to refresh. There we go.
Michael,
Yeah.
I think as large creatures, we should be occupying 4 spaces.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Are we? Yeah, it just shows us like.
This map
for
is
me.
50 by 50 squares.
Damn, what the fuck? Let me refresh then.
We are fighting.
Oh, actually, we're not.
$6.15.
It's the roll plus the modifier in case anybody rolls, or not my modifier, my dex score in case somebody
Yeah,
rolls the same.
it helps beat times. Oh my god, it rolled a 29. 29. Whoa.
Damn.
Oh no!
Shit.
That is a high dex.
Oh boy.
Wow. What is this thing?
So, everybody, we're gonna go ahead. Is everybody on the board? Everybody double check and make sure you're on the board.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I just gotta make sure that. Let me correct one little thing here real fast. There we go. All right. So everybody, time to test out what those level 12s brought you. I'm so excited to see. We're gonna go
So
ahead
scared right now.
and start with its special ability. I need
Okay.
everybody within 120 feet of it to make a DC A dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. We do that for ourselves and our mounts?
Just you guys. I'm not gonna have your mounts targeted for this entire fight.
Okay.
Alright. Hold on, let me.
And I
Let me
assume that's everybody.
all right, so
Yeah.
I got a dirty 20.
Ooh.
let's see. Cormac, Casimir, Astra, and Harley all add 3.
And it probably doesn't help. much.
I got a 26 then.
17.
I got a 26.
I got a 12.
Oh, I got a 26.
Wow.
Plus 3.
Well, mine already includes my plus 3.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
All right. So anybody who got a 20 or higher is going to only take 16 points of lightning damage.
Boom.
Anybody who got between a 15 and 20, I'm sorry, 15 and 19 is going to take 32 points of lightning damage.
Absorb elements. I'll take half.
Okay. And anybody who got a 14 or lower is stunned until the end of their next turn.
Yay.
The creature roars as these bolts of lightning shoot off from every direction of its body, striking many of you. Some of you are able to get your mount to swerve out of the way, dodging it barely though.
Yeah.
And some of it
Just-
strikes right into your chest.
Just to react to that, I'm going to use I have a feature that lets me re-roll that, I believe. So long as I fail. Sorry.
I had the opposite feature.
Silvery bars.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no, I can't. Never mind, I have to be raging.
Boo wump.
Okay.
Oh, uncanny dodge. So
Okay. Did you still fail by more than 5? Who does anybody
never
stunned
mind.
right
You're
now?
right. Never mind.
I am. What is it? How much damage was it?
You
32?
can still use uncanny dodge. It's 32.
Okay.
If you got a 14 or lower, you're stunned until the end of your next turn.
Uncanny dodge is a targeted attack.
Yeah, it would be
Oh,
evasion. If
Yeah,
you
evasion.
have it.
Do you have evasion?
Evasion. Yeah.
Quentin.
It says when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your
Yeah, this
action
is,
to have the
this
tax.
is-
This technically
not an
isn't an attack
Fine.
because there wasn't an attack roll.
Ugh.
Sorry,
Let
bro.
me use my new stuff.
This is why
Get
we're
another
doing it,
level in
guys.
rogue.
This is why we're doing it. All
Yep.
right, so that will actually end its turn, and it's
that's
now
good.
Zulkifli's turn. Actually, it's gonna
Okay,
move
Zulkif-
over here,
Oh.
and then it's gonna be Zulkifli's turn.
Oh, you.
Oh, is it gonna move over there? Okay, so Zulkifli's gonna move about 80 feet this way using his flying speed. His mounts flying speed of 80 feet. Boom. He's just gonna knuckle up and dive towards this thing, and he's gonna just holding his mount firmly between his thighs. He's gonna reach back for his longbow, draw it. It's gonna just be a lick of flame because he's prepared it earlier today. And he's gonna he's gonna use his bonus action as well to use Blood Curse of the Marked on this thing. He's gonna focus and he's gonna fire with advantage because he's also gonna pump this up. So as he does so, he's gonna take 1d8 points of damage. Here it comes. Nice. So he takes 7 points of damage. Boom. But now these attacks now fire with advantage. Here they come.
Wait,
Longbow attack first.
are these range attacks?
Sure. Are these range attacks? They are.
So, with advantage, due to the wind and the storms raging around this creature, range attacks have disadvantage. So these would actually just be
That's
straight
fine.
rolls.
Okay, straight roll is a 24 to hit. Does 24 hit?
24 does hit.
Wonderful. So here comes the damage. 1d8. Thanks for the heads up. So 7 plus 7 points of magical piercing damage plus an additional 11 points fire damage. Okay,
What's the total?
so that's 18 total. 18 total for that first attack.
Thank you so much.
Cool. The next attack, straight roll coming up, is a, oh, thank goodness, 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Okay, let's fly the other arrow. Flaming arrow streaks out. It's another 11 points magical piercing. Rolling for the 5. 14! Nice! So a total of 25 points of damage for the second attack.
All right.
Bam, boom. Okay, and that's the turn.
All right. It is now at the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
I need everybody except for Kydro and Zulkifli to make another dexterity saving throw.
All right. I believe everyone's within the
Wow.
circle now. So everyone add +3.
25.
19.
27.
Yikes! I rolled a 14.
So anybody who
Yikes.
got a 20 or higher will take half as much, as 20 is the DC for this creature's saves. Let me. I gotta find my dice. Give me a second here. Oh, need one more? No way. Okay. 17 more points of lightning damage.
Does that have?
And they'll be half as much if you succeeded. So that will be 8 if you succeeded. And now it is going to be Dion's turn, as it just took a legendary action.
And don't get to use my turn because I was stunned, so my stun ends, and that's all I can do.
All right. It is now Cormac's turn. Harley's on deck.
I am also stunned. I can do nothing.
And it's now Harley's turn.
I am not stunned, so I can make my turn.
Wow, he's rubbing it in
So-
all of your guys' faces.
First, I'm going to use my bonus action to roll on my Tales from Beyond table. I believe that uses my Bardic Inspiration die. Yeah. So 10, which means I get, I think, the best one I have. Oh, no, that's 9. All right. So I have Tail of the Dragon. So once I give this to somebody, the target spews fire from the mouth in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw, taking fire damage equal to 4 rolls of your Bardic Inspiration die. On a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one, so I can give that to somebody and make it do them do that on my bonus action. But no one's close enough, so for now I will use my action to cast Conjure Animals. It's too useful in this scenario.
You better hope they're flying animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 8 wolves drop out of the sky.
Cornelius is like
Elden
out
Ring.
gardening. He's like, what the fuck?
I should have checked. I have
Summon sharks.
She's throwing
Summon
animals
sharks.
now.
I could summon
Cats and dogs.
2 CR1s, and I'll summon a giant eagle. And no, I'll just do 2 giant eagles.
Giant eagle.
2 giant eagles.
2 giant eagles.
We're not sponsored. Oh, in case people don't know, that's a grocery store here.
I didn't
Now
even know that.
All right. So,
There it is.
and I will give that, and they
Do
take
they
their
mean-
they take their turn right after you.
Yeah. Just big
So, yeah,
frog eagles.
just 2 giant eagles.
Nice.
I may have said vulture, but I meant giant eagles. So, all right, now I can move. What's my movement speed? 25 feet. It's going to be confusing in this.
I think it's 80 right now because we're on the Griffins technically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I get to move there. It's like, it's vaguely.
Wait,
Yeah,
I make
okay,
those
that's
huge
80 feet.
eagles, or those? Oh, wait.
I think you did make them huge.
Yeah.
I have no problem with this.
And their movement speed is also 80, which is nice.
Hell yeah.
I hate
And now
summoning multiple animal abilities. Ugh, slows down combat so much.
Lock of
I'll be
familiar.
quick with it. I'll be quick with it. This is why I always wanted to just only do 2, but none of the 2s can fly, so these will move
If
80.
you were to get multiple shots of Grey Goose, would you say I want 4 shots of Grey Geese? Or
No.
can I get
No.
a flock of
Goose is-
Vaca?
All right, can they do anything else? I think that's it.
Dakota's on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have any ranged attacks or anything, so that's the end of my turn.
Dakota,
All right.
I don't think you can see what's going on.
Can I hear it? No, probably not.
You just hear
Yeah, just wind noises and thunder. Interesting.
And you've been shocked twice.
Yeah, it hurts. So I'm going to reach out to Casimir. And I'm going to cast Protection from Energy on Casimir. And Casimir, you now have resistance to lightning damage.
Resistance to lightning damage. Actually,
Yeah.
which is funny because he's currently like coursing with like electricity on his body.
And then bonus action, I'm just gonna activate my sword, just Crimson. Light that shit up. So Harley was in my line of sight, or like in my sight bubble before he started flying. I'm just gonna follow Harley.
Okay.
So just the direction that Harley went. Yeah, I'm just boom. And that's it. That's all my turn.
Fair. All right, next up is Astra.
Yeah, and I have a quick question. I'm shocked. Is my griffin shocked?
Stunned? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that one.
So in order for your griffin to fly, you would technically have to be able to give it commands. So I would say if you can't speak or take action or bonus actions, then your griffin wouldn't be able to move without
Cool.
you being able to direct it. I think that's how
SOL.
mounted combat works.
That makes sense.
We don't do this often. Normally you guys forget that you have mounts. So
I'm sitting there.
We just leave them there for like 6 months.
I mean, when you're stunned, you can speak like barely.
Yeah.
Go. Can I say that? Can I tell go?
Fly.
Go, Web, go.
Fly, you fool.
Right.
I'd like the griffin to go fast.
I mean, it's not a living animal. It doesn't have its own innate sense of fear, so it's not going to run on its own.
if you want to move with your mount, I'll let you.
Okay. That's stellar. And that's all I'm going to do. But yeah. And this dumb little animal that I adore and love so much is going to fly straight towards the danger. Like there.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you.
All right. It is now Kydro's turn. Casimir's on deck.
Hello?
Hello.
The Griffin's speed. Is it just our speed?
No,
80 feet.
it's your griffin speed and it's 80 feet.
Okay. And does it
Like that's all.
right, yeah. Does it use our movement?
Yeah, your movement is
griffin's
whatever
movement.
speed is because it's your
Okay.
mount.
I'm just not very familiar with mounted combat.
Yeah.
So if Kydra took the dash action, it would affect.
It would be your Griffin taking the dash action.
Yeah.
So then Kydra's gonna make his Griffin dash to travel 160 feet right next to him.
Bro got zigzaggy with it.
Little zigzaggy with it. Kydra's like, yeah, giant monster, and he's gonna do a backflip, and he's gonna start punching it. All right, so let's start rolling some punches, guys, because this is gonna be a flurry of blows.
Just punching a giant cloud snake.
Absolutely. Hydra doesn't know what to expect. That was a 26, 25, 16, and 16.
The 26 and 25 are all that hits.
Okay. So he's going to try lightning and then fire.
Okay.
Any notable weaknesses or resistances?
Lightning, it is completely immune to. It literally is like a lightning creature.
I could have told you that.
Maybe he's trying to fight fire with fire. I don't know.
So the
Fighting
11,
lightning with lightning.
it would take.
Yeah.
So you gotta try. So the fireworks, fine.
Yep.
Alright, then it takes 11 fire damage. And I'll add some stuff onto that. Let's do a good old favorite foe at a 1d4 of damage.
Exciting.
4 extra fire damage.
4
A
extra
total
fire
of
damage.
15.
Okay.
And then let's go ahead and add a stunning strike on that fire hit, actually. See how far we can get with that. So I'm gonna need a con save.
It is immune to being stunned.
Shit. Okay.
It is a gargantuan creature. It's
Cool.
probably not gonna be able to be stunned. It's bigger than gargantuan, actually. It's humongous.
Among Us.
Why'd you say it like that? God damn it,
I want
Michael.
to emphasize Among Us.
Among Us.
Anyway. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Casimir, it's your
That will be
turn.
all.
All right. Cool. This is great. Everything is great. How are you?
We'll find out.
Okay. So far. Okay, so Casimir is going to move on his Griffon between the giant eagles near Astra. He's going to dig into his component pouch, looking at this giant creature going, this isn't going to work, but oh well, let's try it. And he pulls out a caterpillar cocoon and looks at it going, yeah, oh well, and casts polymorph on the creature.
Wisdom save.
What's the save?
Wisdom 16. It'll probably pass, but
It does pass with a 22.
yeah. There's a moment there where it feels like it wants to be a goldfish. There's a little like thought in its head, like, you're a goldfish, be a goldfish, be a goldfish.
Well, if you turn it into a goldfish, it would just plummet to the ground, die, and come back.
Yeah,
It would buy you some time, though.
yeah.
True.
Also, goldfish only has like 1 hit point, so all the damage from all of that falling would have bled over.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yeah. So he's done that. He's gonna go, damn it, and he's gonna pull out his now thinner obsidian sword and ring it, and there's a clarion call as his blade song activates for the first time in actual combat, and there's even more elvish runes than infernal than the last time, and it just seems to be more powerful. Like every time you've seen him as he's growing stronger, it's becoming more and more defined. Yeah, so it's action, bonus action movement, and he's kind of holding the sword to the side, basically a little bit in front of Astra's there, as if he's a lightning rod.
All right. So at the end of your turn, it'll use its last legendary action for this round and move right there. And then with its reach of 20 feet, it's going to smack Zulkifli.
Ooh, all right, let's go. Smack.
Smackety
Oh,
smack.
that's cocked. Let me get my dice tree on a level.
Come on,
Surface.
come
My
on,
bad.
come
All right, so Zulkifli, that is going to be a 30 to hit.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So careful your first fight back.
It's fine.
Immediately hit out of the sky.
Do I have to say it,
Boom.
Michael? Do I have to say it?
No, you don't have to say it.
You know what I'm doing.
28
you know
to
me.
hit.
28. Yeah, well, 30 hits and a 28 hits. Yeah.
Zulkifli has advantage.
All right, so as it like swings one of its multiple wings through the air, this blast of thunderous energy hits you like a sonic wave. You're gonna take 16 points of thunder damage.
Ouch.
Oh, sorry, plus 9, 25 points of thunder damage.
Ouch.
And then it's going to flap its other wing, and the thunderous energy is going to go towards Kydro.
Okay.
No.
Kydro does a 24 hit.
Is it hit with
Oh,
disadvantage?
that's with disadvantage, doesn't it? That's higher, so 24.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. That is going to be same thing, 25.
25. What kind of damage?
Thunder damage. As it has a reach of 20 feet.
Dude,
And I get to roll for its lightning storm ability again.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
drop absorb elements on it.
Okay, bolts of electrical energy start to rise up in its mouth, and its eyes begin to glow with more furious light. And that will be the end of its turn. Zulkifli with advantage this turn.
Sweet. And you watch, so Zulkif is already kind of bruised, charred, all scarred up from that last attack. And some of those wounds start to heal, start to seal over, and he gains 3 hit points from Lycan regeneration. Okay. So, here's how we do. Before he knocks another arrow in, he's gonna just take his headgear off, tie it around his arm, and bonus action shift. And Quasar is within 10 feet. So Quasar, you perceive this human that you've just met to suddenly grow a whole massive orange and black fur and sprout a tail. And in his place, there's a were-tiger now riding this griffin.
Oh, interesting.
Long claws and stuff. And he's and whereas before you may have had a very much a bestial aspect that others may have seen, he is still very much in there. So as he flanks around this thing, he's not going to leave its range. He's flanking around, and he's going to fire off 2 more attacks at this thing. The first one with advantage. Here we go. But it's a straight roll, so give me a sec. But it's a nat 1, so it's a 13 to hit. So never
Will
mind.
not hit, and natural 1 on the
Okay.
counter.
Natural 1 on the counter. Okay. All right. Cool.
Sad.
Okay. All right. So, thanks, Casimir.
Yeah, it's the
okay.
silver just gets to him.
Slowly gets me. Another attack. This time it's going to be much better. 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
10 magical piercing and 7 fire for a total of 17 points of damage to this thing.
17 points of damage.
All right, and that's the turn.
All right, at the end of your turn, you watch as this blue crackly energy builds up in its mouth, and this howl and this scream shoots out from the line goes for a mile, reaching the ground below, causing a trench to open up. But everybody now except for Zulkifli and Kydro need to make another dexterity saving throw, please. As this wind and thunder shoots out like a beam from its mouth and devastates the ground below. Hopefully there
You
weren't
said,
any villages down there. Everybody except
you
for Zulkifli and Kydro make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm not asking about who's rolling. I'm asking. You said it was at the end of our turn we lose the stun condition, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I should be good then.
Do we get the +3?
I think only Harley does. She's like barely.
Only Harley does.
All right, 23.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a.
I should have used my inspiration.
I got a 12.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
The DC on this is 21, everybody.
Yeah.
I got an 11.
I should have declared my inspiration, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
All right, so I'm gonna say your name. You tell me if you passed or failed. But however, if you failed, got 20 or below for your dexterity saving throw, that's 7, 16, 22 points of thunder damage. That did cost 3 of its 3 legendary actions for this turn. All right. So, and if you succeeded, you take 0 damage.
Oh.
So there's that. Okay, Casimir.
Mm-hmm.
Pass or fail?
Very much fail.
All right, Casimir, you are thrown away. You and your griffins, 60 feet.
Straight away.
Right. Let me make it so you can see it. You're flown that way, right there. If you can move your token for me.
Yeah. I'm just a little zoomed in, so give me 1 second. Voila.
Oh, I need dex saves for your giant eagles too, please. Harley.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Astra, pass or fail?
Hate to do this, but it's a
Did you say
concentration check
11?
as well.
I'm sorry.
I'm confused on what number I should be looking at, 20 or 11, because I heard an 11 somewhere. I got a 14.
Oh, I think I said 11 points if you succeeded, but it's actually 0. But you failed anyway, so that's 22 points of thunder damage. And you're thrown here.
Oh. Okay. Here?
Where the arrow is pointing.
Oh. That makes sense.
And
There you
then
go.
my eagles, one got a 10, one got a 23, so one
Nice.
passed. Oh, actually, it's a nat 20.
Yeah, so the eagle, one of your eagles pass. It's going to take 0 points of damage. It's not going to be thrown anywhere. The other one's going to take 22 points of thunder damage. And you need to make a concentration check for your spell if you failed your dex save.
I also need to
did
do
not.
that. So I'm gonna do that.
Quasar, if you fail, that's where you'd be placed.
There. All right.
Harley, did you pass or fail?
I passed.
You passed, so you don't have to make a con save because you didn't take any damage.
I just barely passed the concentration check.
Cormac,
Also, I
pass or
don't think
fail?
conjure animals is
Fail.
concentrated.
Amazing.
All right, up there.
Oh, no, it is.
Okay.
And then Dion, pass or fail?
Failed.
Right there, please.
Right here.
Yep.
Cool.
We get for
Alright.
getting the lever spat.
And Dion, it is now your turn.
Okay. So after this, just extremely fast sequence of being stunned and thrown about, Dan's focus channels and he flies into a rage, which allows him to use instinctive pounce, which he gets to use half of his movement as he rages, which would be the Griffin's movement now. So that would be 40 feet forward, and then using the rest of his movement, he can get right here. Right in front of it.
Okay.
And he's going to like, completely charge at this thing, and in a reckless rage, he's going to attack this thing with the Cloud Cleaver.
Okay.
Perfect name for this.
Yep. And just to test it out, he's going to use a charge.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a natural 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah.
We're still
Oh
doing it
boy.
the old way, by the way.
Still doing it the old way.
I
Cool.
haven't made a decision on that discussion earlier.
So I get that extra damage die regardless, because of my brutal critical.
Ooh.
So that's a what? I'm doing this math really quick. Before I have to calculate it, does it take the thunder damage at all?
It does not take the thunder damage.
Okay. That's 34 or 38. I'm sorry. 41 points of magical slashing damage.
All right.
Plus an additional what is this? 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
So total 51 points of damage in that slash.
Eesh.
And he brings his axe back and attacks once more for a 17 to hit.
17 will miss.
Okay. Nice,
Alright.
nice.
So this entire form of this creature is kind of like coiling in and around itself. Its head becoming appearing and disappearing with an as it's trying to make an attack. And as Dion comes and slashes it, he finds a critical point where it's like held some of its essence, its energy, for just a moment, and then he swings again and just whiffs through this clouds. You are being pelted with rain, thunder and lightning is flashing and roaring around you. You feel like you're being chilled to the bone, and we'll learn more after we come back from our break.
Oh
boy.
Oh my. Oh my.
So everybody, we will be back here momentarily. We're gonna take a short break to rejuvenate yourselves. You know, get a little bit
But
of
feel
a
free to catch
splash
up on the
from that.
adventure so far on YouTube and Spotify or any of the other places where you catch your podcast. Yes, I'm doing it now. I haven't done this in a while. I'm doing it now. We keep all our stuff archived. Campaign 1, and this is campaign 2. What session is this? I actually lost count because I wasn't here for last year.
So
47.
47.
47.
We hope you're enjoying yourselves, and if you're watching us in any of our recorded mediums, feel free to come check us out live. Prestige Encounters on Twitch every Wednesday night.
Absolutely. So everybody, with what he
Absolutely.
said, we'll be back here momentarily. Give us about 15-20 minutes. Until then, BRB, enjoy these short videos. Welcome back, everybody. So where we last left off, it is now Cormac's turn. Good old Cormac.
That's me. It's my turn.
It's
I am the haver of turns now. Okay. Well, now that I can actually move again, which never mind.
A reminder
Yeah,
that
let's go.
due to the nature of the storm around this creature, any ranged attacks are with disadvantage.
Is that ranged
Which is just
missile
straight
attacks
rolls
or
for
ranged
me.
spells?
Just straight up
Anyway,
range. It
ranged
says
spells.
ranged, so it says, hold on. On ranged attack rolls.
Okay.
Wow.
Got it. All right.
If you don't move.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little closer to this thing. Let's see, how far can we get here? We can get to here if my thing will want to do the thing. Yeah, we can get right about there. So I'm gonna move up 80 feet. We'll bonus action dash, get a little bit closer to it.
Wow.
Get like right up next to it. So it's just straight up all ranged attacks, like doesn't matter how close you are.
I mean, ranged attacks at point blank range are going to be with disadvantage anyway.
Not for me though.
Well, it just says any ranged attacks made against it are.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You know what? Screw it, we're gonna try it anyway.
Get a pistol with him.
Yeah, I mean,
works the
yeah.
way it does in movies, it's an instant knockout.
I wish. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna attempt to shoot at it point blank. It's 16.
16 will miss.
Okay.
The bullet just goes.
There's a mini game in Wind Waker where they're like, it's like Battleship but with squids. And every time you miss, you go splish,
Oh, yeah.
splish. And I want to say that every single time you miss.
Something
Boom!
to note.
I'm
Sorry.
going to extra attack and take another shot at it.
Okay.
Something to note from that crit.
19.
It is grievously wounded and it has disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of my next turn.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
it does.
I never knew clouds could bleed.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
they
can
can from the
bleed,
cloud
they can kill
cleaver,
it.
you know. It's a cloud cleaver
bleeding
for a
rainwater.
reason.
But they told us to trust the cloud.
Quentin, 19 does hit. It just hits.
Hey, that'll work.
It just hits.
9. Oh, cool. Dayon is within 5 feet. Okay. So that's gonna be
Actually-
9.
If it's a disadvantage, then you don't get sneak attack, I'm afraid.
Oh, fine.
Well, it
9
was
points.
neutral, wasn't it?
No, it's just there's nothing that can counteract that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Disadvantage sucks on that.
It's fine. So 9 points of piercing damage.
Wow. Not magical, right?
Yep.
Not lightning.
Not
So
lightning.
4 points of piercing damage.
Yay, love
Gross.
it. Okay. That's
Womp.
Should I go? Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and do action surge.
Damage is damage.
Excellent charge.
Yeah, action surge.
Dakota trying to make
I'm
him feel
also I'm also going to expend a grit point for violent shot, and also new thing I just found out I can do. I'm going never mind. You know what? I'm not gonna do that because my rolls have been kind of shit. So
Oh, it's
I'll wait on it.
spoilers, man.
I didn't even say what the thing was, so it's fine. 20.
20 will hit.
Sweet. Boom. Boom. So that's gonna be 19. So, oh, that sneak attack would have been so good. What's so either 9 or 10 points of damage total.
Okay.
And you know what? That'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is Harley. Quasar is on deck.
All right. So he's gonna stand up on his bird and sort of like fake riding it like a surfboard and go and point at Quasar and give him bardic inspiration. It's a D10 now.
Woo!
And then he's gonna turn that over to the giant cloud snake
Oh my god, I could
and
have seen
then
that.
just sort of untune his guitar and cast Ralathim Psychic Lamps. So that's an intelligence save.
An intelligence save. It is okay.
Holy
It's going to
moly.
use one of its legendary resistance to succeed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's entirely
Alright,
fair.
Well, it takes 11 damage psychic.
Yeah,
And- and then-
I know that spell.
It does
Yep.
do.
And then he's just gonna cross his legs and sit back down on the and now his eagles will attack.
The eagles are coming.
I go near.
I don't even know about their personal life key. Thank you.
The eagles are on top of each other. Oh no.
Alright, so that's 4 attacks because it is multi-attack, so 1 beak, 2 beak. So first one's a 22, second one's an 18. So so it's 19. So the second one misses, but the first one does 8 piercing.
8 points of piercing damage on the farm.
And then each of their talons go. That roll twice? Yeah, alright. And then so the same one hits with 23 on the slashing, and then the other one misses. So this one with 4 health is doing poorly. It
Yeah.
keeps missing and almost
Makes sense.
dying.
Yeah, so Harley inspires Quasar with some of his music and then tries to launch a psychic bolt of energy at this creature, but manages to resist him due to its pure ancient nature. At this point, Harley instructs the eagles to attack. The one that's injured is having a little bit of trouble in battle as it's missing its attacks, but the other one is managing to do the best it can. Granted, it's not magical talent or beak, but it still does damage nonetheless. Now we have Quasar with Astra on deck, Hydro in the hole.
All right, bonus action. Unfortunately, Casimir, I'm sorry, I have to drop concentration on protection from energy now that I'm close to it. Because now, bonus action, I'm casting Blinding Smite. Don't worry about that damage right now. That'll be important later.
Point.
That's a secret mouse control to help us later.
That'll be important later, don't worry. But and then did I hear the gunshots from Cormac?
Make a perception check
Okay.
with disadvantage because of the storm.
Real. All right.
I feel like that's fair.
Okay. Damn, wasting that 20, but still dirty 20.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm flying just straight towards where I heard them. I know I have enough movement. I measured it out already. Yeah. Boom. Oh, I found the guy. All right, something silly will occur now, guys. I'm gonna swing once for a 15. Does not hit.
15 will not hit.
Don't forget about your D10.
I might add a D10 to that bad bitch.
Okay.
A 25 to hit.
Double hit.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful.
oh, that's hot.
That's hot.
So just from my weapon, that is 17 points of mixed magical slashing, fire, and radiant. From blinding smite, because I hit, it's another 9 radiant damage, and I need a con save.
$20.
20. Okay, it succeeds.
Damn.
Cool. And then I'm gonna slap a 3rd level divine smite on that for an extra 4d8. So 16. So let's see, that is a total from that attack. That's 42 points of damage. And then I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
Yay! And that is all right. That misses.
Damn.
That misses. Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
All right. And it's Astra's turn.
Sure is, ain't it? Okay, let me see here. We're gonna skiddly bop boop to this square. Oh, I lost it. Oh no. I'm just gonna guess. I assume it was like right there. Perfect.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do bonus action chalice form. Let me go ahead and see here. We're gonna hit Dayon with a 4th level healing word. That's 13 healing. We're gonna use the necklace as well. This is gonna be fun. Give me a moment. So that's actually gonna be 19 points of healing for Dayon, and then on top of that, we're gonna go ahead and come down here. We're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna put the chalice healing on myself.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And that's gonna take a second to roll. So
That's the cellist of healing music.
Dramatic tension.
Just
I believe that's my turn though. So y'all are good to go.
All right, it is now Kydro's turn. Casimir.
Kydro! Alright, he's gonna inch on over. And we're just gonna go. Oh, a bunch of times. Basically. Alright. Okay. So that's 11, 26, 11, and 16. I'm assuming all into 26.
26 hits.
Cold damage.
Okay.
That's
It does
cold.
full 9 points of damage.
Excellent. And extra 1. So that would be a total of 10 cold damage.
It's at this point, this creature has been damaged quite a bit, and it is hurting.
Excellent. He's gonna end his turn.
All right, Casimir, it is your turn.
yeah. Casimir's kind of looking at this. This thing's pretty big, right?
Oh, it's huge. Its head is
Okay.
larger than your keep.
Okay. So what's about to happen? Casimir pulls out his little wand that was gifted to him, and he's going to pre-calling that I'm using action surge, and it's gonna make 2 dexterity saving throws because I'm gonna hit it with 2 5th level fireballs.
All right, so the first dex save is going to be a 27, and the other one's a natural 20 for 28.
Yeah, so it'll take half of these. So it's gonna take half
thank
of
God.
42 and half of 47.
whoa.
And so this is like one's going on top, so it's above you guys, and one's below. And this is not fun because there's just oppressive heat like blasting down onto it, not hitting any of you, and from below. And
So-
it's just like
89 points total.
Casimir, with the water dripping down his face in the storm, lights flashing, illuminating his face occasionally, flicks his wand once, twice, as these 2 blasts of fire illuminates the area and hits this creature. Still does quite a bit of damage. As Casimir just glares at it, looking down upon it as these flashes of fire appear.
here.
The water evaporates from around it and then quickly reforms as the storm continues to rage. It's at this point the winds will double in their speed and the entire area becomes difficult terrain, as it is doing
Fair.
everything it can to stay alive.
Okay.
Fair.
Alright.
And
Anything
as a
else for
bonus
him?
action, he will look spiteful.
Okay. At the start of its turn, I need everybody to make another dex save.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Or-
Plus 3.
Everybody, got it.
Everybody, dex
Coming up.
save now.
That is a 14.
27.
17.
Natural 1.
Oh no!
7.
21!
DC is a 20. So, same thing as the very first attack you did. If you got a 20 or higher, you take half damage. If
take
you
that.
got a 15 to 19, you take full damage. If you got 14 or below, you take full damage plus you're stunned until the end of your next turn.
I get to use my feature that lets me reroll this. Hold on.
You also have DM inspiration if you so choose to use it.
That's an 18
Wonderful.
because I have advantage on
Yeah.
dex saves.
I'm gonna.
DM,
I'm
real
gonna
quick. What was the reduced damage from 20 or higher?
Yeah,
Uh,
said it again.
I haven't said it because I was about to roll D10s and they actually
sorry.
showed me D8s for this, so I'm sorry. Give me one
Apologies.
moment.
He's just
Yeah.
so excited from being back.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
using.
a query.
I'm using my inspiration, so I got a 23.
Me too. I
What
only
would,
got 15, but I don't want to
Not
be
use
sad.
my
everybody,
inspiration yet.
that is 26 points of lightning damage on a failed save. So 13 if you succeeded on that.
Trying
My
to hit
eagles
that.
are dead.
Now,
Oh
what if
no.
what if a person has only like gone under 15 but also has evasion?
You would take. Wait, you got under 15, but you would take half of the damage, but you're still stunned.
Got it.
Yeah, Casimir's going to use just as the lightning courses through his body, absorb elements again,
Okay.
reducing it.
All right, and he's going to use his full movement to get to the corner of this map, not taking any opportunity attack due to his
What?
ability, flyby.
Hold on.
Rude.
The creature doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Yeah. And
Damn.
it's difficult terrain in flying at the moment, so our speed's at 40. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, I can still hit that.
In an RPG, this is the boss moving for its like final attack at the nearing the final sequence.
That's
Quick,
crazy.
Quick, somebody cast
That's
Seventh Heaven.
great. Yeah, that show is wild, by the way. If you guys go back and watch it, oh my god.
No, I was referring to Final Fantasy. Anyway.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just saying that show.
Oh, I've heard.
All right, everyone.
Don't mind if I do.
So Kifley, it is your turn, as it now has all three of its legendary actions back.
Okay. I'm gonna I believe you can tell me if I'm wrong here, but I believe under mounted combat rules I can urge my mount with requiring no action, but I'm gonna urge it to dash, giving it 80 feet of movement. Puts me about there. Boom. Urging it onwards. Go. And then it's moved about as far as it can go. Zulkifli is going to leap off this mount. Leap off the griffin through the air, and he's going to use a bonus action to use his Crimson Right. And the thing is, Zulkifli at this point in his career is extremely far long jump distance. It's about 55 feet. So he's going to just straight up pounce on this thing and try to catch onto it and sink his claws into it.
Okay.
And slash at it. May I do so?
If you can reach it, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Well, to attack, it'll be... We're going to start with a 14 to hit, which I don't believe will hit.
And we'll miss.
Okay. So I'm going to put a little Zulkifli sized thing there. Okay. The next one. 26 to hit.
26
So the first
will hit.
attack just barely hits it, but the follow-up swipe sinks the claws, I'm hoping, into its hide, dealing 14 points magical slashing and an additional 3 points fire, so 17 points total.
Okay.
17 points of damage total. Yeah, that's the turn, and I'm going to grip onto this thing. Also, I'm going to apply a brand of castigation.
Okay.
Its movement speed is furthermore reduced by 10 feet. For what it's worth.
Yeah. So at the end of your turn.
Yep.
I need.
Oh, sorry. I also gain heal 3 points. Good. Sorry. Never mind.
I need everybody except for Quasar.
Shit.
Yeah, just except for Quasar to make another deck save.
Is that me included?
Ooh, 21.
You are included in that.
Oh, I almost failed.
23.
It was on 4 for like a bit, and then it went to 14.
Okay.
So that's 22.
As it will once again use its Screaming Gale ability.
28.
I got a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that the one that does 0 damage when you pass?
If you pass, yeah. DC 21.
Got it.
You do not take any damage if you pass. Let me just roll this real fast. 20 points of thunder damage if you failed.
Yeah.
And then, so we'll figure out. Is it okay if we pass or fail?
Oh, pass. 28.
Okay. Casimir, pass or fail?
Very much fail.
All right, I need you there, please.
1 second. I was updating my health. Yes, I will move to. Oh, there. It's where I was living before.
Astra,
The-
you said you failed as well, so there,
Big
please.
time.
Uh.
Okay, let me. I see the arrow I'm supposed to be looking at.
Yep.
Nice.
Harley, pass or fail?
Pass.
You don't do it. Dion, pass or fail?
That is a pass with a 21.
Cormac?
Pass with a 23.
Kydro?
I don't even know at this point, man.
What'd you get for your deck save?
He didn't roll.
I'm charging this one up. Hold on, watch. 13.
13. You take 20 points of thunder damage and you're pushed away there.
Yeah. All right.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Wait, you said 30?
20. 20.
20 total.
20.
So
From
10 if you've passed, right?
0 if you passed.
So with
Oh,
evasion,
zero.
I take 10.
Oh,
Hold on, look up fast.
busted.
All right. So, with that, Dayon, it is now your turn.
Just a quick point.
Up,
It
out.
takes the creature has taken 3 points psychic damage from the brand of castigation.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody's been relocated. Dayon unmoved by this gale, and for a moment you see Dayon takes a deep breath, and with a thunderous shout he yells, "Let us revel in this serpent's death!" And everybody within 60 feet of him has, yeah, unfortunately Nozul-Kifli is really far away.
Okay.
Everybody within 60 feet of him now has advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start or end of his next turn. Let me double check. Start of my next turn. So that would include Harley, Revelor, and Quasar.
That means that you get straight rolls if you are at disadvantage.
Yes, that is true. And he'll get about as close as he can, which he would be able to move 80 feet. No,
Yep.
by urging his mount. And hold on.
I like this combat music.
Okay, just looking at my abilities and whatnot. It's not a whole lot he can do. So yeah, he'll just end his turn about there.
All right. Cormac.
All right. Let's see here. So Cormac is gonna move a little bit. Fly up right about there.
Is doing surprisingly well, seeing how this is a CR23 creature.
Okay.
Next
Them's
time I'll
light
throw two
numbers.
of them at you. Because Kaiju just
Jaden,
said
why
that.
would you say that? Jaden, why would you fucking say that?
Why? What's wrong with you? You know what? Don't answer that. Yeah. So we're just gonna. Let's see here. I am gonna take a shot at it. I know that much. And you know, we'll go ahead and expend a grit point for a little extra damage with violent shot. Hopefully it hits. Ooh, that's a 15.
15 will not hit.
Cool. I'm gonna save that last one, but extra attack, take another shot at it. Or technically, well, Yeah, it's still 15. Never mind. 26 or 29 actually.
Yeah,
29.
29, dude.
Both hit.
I should have done the thing.
Both
Oh, well.
would hit technically.
Okay, so that's gonna be 12 halved, so 6 piercing.
Alright.
Do you get sneak attack because Zulkifli's in melee combat with it?
If it's a
You
straight
do.
roll, then yeah.
Okay, never mind. So 19. So that's gonna be. Is it 9 or would it be 9 or 10
Around
if halved?
It would be
Round down.
that's 19, so that would be 9.
Okay, so 9 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Harley, it's your turn. Dakota is on
Alright.
deck.
So, first, a simple 40 feet forward.
I expect nothing less.
And let me make sure I'm not missing the range on this thing. Because it seems to not have one. Oh, no, never mind, it does. And I'm not close enough for that, so never mind. So instead, just I will use my last Bardic Inspiration die, which is 60 feet. Which hopefully, no. But yes, I will give to Revelor. And I will repeat the same move as I once again shoot that giant psychic laser out of the tip of my pitchfork.
That pause though.
Yeah, I realized that. I was like, shit, say it faster.
It'll use,
I support laser piss.
it will use its legendary resistance. It's not very intelligent.
Damn. I gotta burn through its legendary resistances. Alright, so that's 21 halves, so 10.
Harley.
Oh no, sorry, 26, because it has the spiritual
Even with
focus,
it
so
being
that's 13.
halved, it only had 12 HP left.
Yes!
How do you want to do this?
All right.
How do you want to do this?
Just want to explode its brain from the inside as the sound reverberates through its skull. Just this like sound laser, it pierces right through its skull. It just bounces, hit the brain, bounces, hits the brain, bounces, hit the brain, bounces, hit the brain.
Yeah, so as the psychic energy enters into the mind of this creature and starts to wreak havoc, ricocheting off of the internal thinking area, wherever it may be, as this is a creature primarily made of clouds, right?
Yeah.
You watch
I like
as
to think that-
this faint blue glow starts to build up beneath the cloudy form of this creature, and it continues to build and build and build until finally, at some point, the clouds burst outward with a sound of thunder, and the creature dissipates along with the storm surrounding it.
Okay. Zul is
Guitar
foiling, hopefully kicking off against it just as it disappears, and like he's got just enough jump range. I calculated it's 25 feet to get to his griffin if he can.
Make a dexterity saving throw. I know there's been a lot
Dex
of those today.
save. Sure. 26.
26, you're able to do that.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Super cool doing it.
We didn't need Zokifli to die again.
There's like a twist midair, right?
Yeah.
It's at this point you guys all notice that there is a blue glimmer, a slight blue glimmer, followed by some like energy sparks flying off of it, where a gemstone starts to fall towards the ground.
Can I dive bomb now?
You can dive bomb.
Can I dive bomb to this crystal?
Yeah,
Yoink! I want to try to grab that out of the sky.
make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Bada bing. 6.
6. You try to dive bomb for it, but it's going too fast. As you try to grab it, you misjudge the distance, and it continues to plummet.
I will.
I was
I
going
will
right
also
after.
attempt to,
Kydro, I need
We
a sleight
both
of hand
jump
check.
at the same time.
You
We're
can
about to say it at the same time.
Both you and Cormac. Try to go for it.
They're kissing midair.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
so
It gives them inspiration.
I will add guidance.
Quasar has made check.
I can't see it though.
Molly. He can't see it,
14
that's
is high enough.
14 side.
So the gemstone is about the size of your hand and is in the shape of a teardrop. It glimmers with this brilliant cerulean sheen to it. It's multifaceted. And as you like peer closer into it, there's a small swirling storm cloud within. And then you guys get to look at the landscape below. There's two
That's important.
screaming gales. Where those landed, there is a massive trench, 2 of them, cutting through the forest and into the landscape for a mile's distance.
It's a good thing we killed it.
So
Zol's in rough shape.
Kydro's-
He's all Zol Kifli's in rough shape. He's all bruised up, kind of singed. His fur is just kind of like smoking behind him. Whereas you might at some point have been concerned if he gets to this state, you'd expect to see a kind of a bestial aspect to his eyes, rage taking over. Instead, you see a calm as the wounds start to kind of seal over, start to close.
So the sky is clear now, right?
The sky is clear. There's no storm above Cornelius's house.
Oh, so do I see the house?
Yes, it's a small little
Okay.
cottage with a number of lightning rods surrounding it. A little bit of smoke comes out of the chimney.
Me and Astrid just falling right now.
Oh yeah, I'm still I never stopped dive bombing. That
Astra's going
was
to land. She's
So
landing.
Dayon is just gonna look around to the people that were there when he first met them. He's like, you know how I first met you all?
Oh, please don't do it again.
And then you're gonna see his griffin under him. He's gonna be grabbing like the reins, and it's gonna turn into a figurine in his hands, and he's just gonna like, like fall, just plummet.
insane.
Necessary.
Oh, fuck.
Dayon
gonna
dies
spend-
immediately.
I'm gonna spend 10 minutes doing that.
Dayon, right before he is going to crash, opens his wings and lands in a superhero pose into the earth. As Astra lands as well. Do the rest of you go ahead and land?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
right.
normally, I fly down normally and land.
Well, you guys are all like,
As we're flying down, I'll just sort of lean over to Kat. What was this snake thing? What, have you seen this before?
I'm assuming that's the entity that was angry at him.
Entity.
I know the lady in the clouds. Sorry, I'm having trouble breathing. My ribs are pretty battered.
Some kind of titan.
Yeah, God adjacent.
Yeah.
Dayon,
Okay.
as you land, a firebolt lands right between your toes, and you hear, "Get out! Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again."
Is this your friend?
Yes.
Cornelius.
You just see a small
Cornelius.
crack in one of the windows of this log cabin.
Hi.
Well, shoot, is my favorite girl out, so get on in here.
Yes, I've brought friends. A couple new faces.
Well, why didn't you say so? I see the storm's gone. What did y'all do?
We may have killed it.
We killed the
Pretty
storm.
good. A good attack on the titan.
We blew up its head.
He's gonna open the door and just like scramble out, like, his little lanky body. Y'all killed that thing?
Yeah.
You're
He's
not
gonna look
mad,
up,
are
He's
you?
gonna like, I was never able to get a vantage point to attack it, but y'all killed. Man, you've all improved since I last saw you. It means I'm free. I can finally go out and explore the world. Oh, this is wonderful. Anyway, come in. I got some cornbread being baked and some beans as well. So I'll come on in and have a little sit at my table.
Yeah, how's
This
that
point's
friend that we
mid-afternoon.
left?
Thank
Oh, he's good. He's good. He's actually over there and you see that this wooden person now with mechanical fittings and gears now attached to them, with a small black crystal within its chest. It's covered in glass. Is currently chopping wood. He likes chopping wood out in the rain, but rain's gone, so.
Yeah. Does his memory work now that he had the hole in his head?
Nah. He's simple folk.
Oh, okay. Dayon, you want to say hello to our friend over there?
Which friend?
The one you have a lot in common with him.
He's made out of wood.
Or the friend.
My name is Cornelius Itzum, sorcerer of the arcane arts and very strong person. Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
My name is Dayon. I have an axe, and I'm also a very strong person.
Yeah, it's a bow swinging axis. That's what I meant.
Oh well, I decided to name that one over there Clyde. He doesn't know his name anymore, so his name is Clyde. You get what I'm saying?
Wonder what his name was. And then we have a few other new ones. He points to Quasar.
Hello, I'm Quasar. That's
you.
I haven't heard. Yes.
Pleasure.
You say that like it's a problem.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the frog legs over here.
I think that's mildly offensive.
He didn't.
Kind of is, but I didn't used to be a frog, so it's just kind of making fun of me. It's just kind of kicking me while I'm down.
Well, anyway, come on in for the 5th time.
Yeah, kicking you while you're on top there, Holly. Come on.
You walk in. It's a very cozy cabin. For those of you who remember, a small table. There's a loft where you slept last time, along with this little crackling fireplace within a mortar and stone fireplace. Well, he's gonna take a cast iron pan that's kind of sitting on the coals off to the side of the fire where he scoops some coals out, and then a iron bucket where there's some beans made with some brown sugar. He's gonna start scooping them onto plates, cutting some cornbread, setting it down.
Zol's gonna sit down cross-legged. He's still in his were-tiger form, by the way. He's just been walking around casual, but he's looking around at his friends, and you see this like horrible tiger smile spread over his face, all sharp teeth. And what you don't see is inside his head, he's relieved because it's the first time he's looking at his friends and doesn't want to eat them.
I'm steak. Anyway.
Anyway, here's all's food. I made it myself.
You burned my shake.
Thank you, Cornelius.
Cornelius, you're delightful as always.
Y'all's welcome. So, what are you doing way out past these parts?
We
cornbread just
are taking a moment. We're taking a moment to stop and see you. We're on our way to a different location. Mainly, it's me. I have a favor to ask of you. If I perish within the upcoming 5 months, I need you to potentially, traverse the astral sea and make it to the Beastlands for me in order to fulfill a task, of which I can write out for you in better details so you don't have to remember. Is this something you can do?
Well, I would be honored. And if I may ask, why 5 months time period?
It's a bit confidential. Orders of the Queen.
Oh, is it?
But
I was just about to tell him.
yes.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that we are seeking objects and using those objects to defeat enemies. So.
Oh. Where y'all's living now?
The keep. Just to the east of Bellum.
Is there a name that y'all have given it, or?
No.
Just call it the keep.
Yeah, we have a
we
lived
did
it in
the
a
keep.
month. Huh.
The keep, both capital letters.
Yeah, Seeker's Keep for now, I guess.
I suppose.
Oh well, maybe I'll make my new home out there. I have been working on my alchemy. Could be pretty useful.
We do have some spare space if you know.
We would be honored to have you.
Well,
Especially now that you can leave.
Mhm.
yeah. Now that that salty bitch has finally left the skies above me.
If
Well-
I return, there is no need to follow the instructions. But
You know, I'm quite a spiritual person. I'm very able to open up my third eye and navigate the astral sea.
I was not aware.
Almost lost one of my astral legs once. Is one of the creatures out there, but you know, it's all good.
You know what kind of creature it was?
Oh, it was one of these weird, Can you pause this for a second? It was like a giant beast that was made of a shell of rotting worms, it seemed.
Oh,
Did it have
Sounds unpleasant.
claws?
No, it was just like
No? Okay.
a embodiment of suffering and darkness.
Do I
sounds
recognize that description at all?
Make a nature check.
Nature.
Nature.
Okay. All right. Nature. Oh, I'm not too good at
I'll
nature
help
checks.
because
Natural 20.
don't need help.
Wow.
The
No
astral
need.
sea is quite literally the space that connects planes to each other. It's kind of the space in between, if you really think about it. And there are some horrors that are beyond this world that sometimes and very rarely bleed over into the this whole universe of existence. This seems to be a remnant of some sort of elder evil, and I'm only giving you so much information because you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
Like something very ancient that might precede creation and the creation
Okay.
wars.
The only thing I can think of that might be is, quite frankly, beyond my comprehension. Seems you survived an encounter with something older than creation, which is a crazy thought.
Well, that's interesting. I made it out though.
Have you ever encountered an astral dreadnought? Big, hulking.
Oh yeah, a couple times.
Yeah. Okay.
Took care of it quite easily, if you ask me.
Oh, really? Any tips on how to deal with them?
Yeah, don't die.
Well, I mean, does it have any like weaknesses or like weak points?
Well, let's see here. I mean, if you're going to go into the astral plane, the most important thing you have to do is take care of your tether. Are you familiar with that?
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm not sure if the rest are.
nope.
Right. So when you do an astral walk, you have this tether that keeps you tied to your immortal body. If that gets cut, and an astral dreadnought is able to cut it, you could quite literally lose your connection to your body, never be able to return until your body just dies and your astral self is lost forever, unable to return. Now you see, it doesn't necessarily have any weaknesses per se. But you know, you can't do a lot of things to it. So basically, he explains how it can't be charmed. It's never exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, and stunned. It also has the ability to cancel magic when it's looking in a certain direction. So you need to watch out for that as well.
Okay.
Oh, I'm screwed.
I'm
I'm gonna poke it with this. Hold up my pitchfork.
Well, it is a pitchfork.
Yeah,
that
it's not. I
that's
don't tend to use
good
it like that.
information to have. I wish I would have had that kind of information years ago. Well, you see, I lost my eyesight to an astral dreadnought.
well,
Luckily,
you
didn't
got
lose my
lucky.
life. I did get lucky.
He's gonna. I smell magic on you.
On me?
On near you. He's gonna keep smelling around until he gets to Kydro.
Oh.
What do you got on you?
This thing. He's gonna pick up the crystal that he took from the serpent thing.
Make
Cloud serpent.
a dex check.
Alright.
Fighter is not dexterous. Come on.
As he's gonna contest it with a sleight of hand.
27.
He's gonna go ahead and try to snatch it from you. He's going to fail. You know, I'd be able to do something pretty cool with that.
If you ever do that again, I will snap your neck. Also, what is this?
You won't be able to.
What is this?
That would be a Tear of the Tempest, my friend. And I could use it to empower some pretty cool weapons.
That sounds
Like-
amazing.
Like this one?
Wait. Tear of the Tempest. Primal elemental stuff, you're saying?
Pretty close.
Pretty close. But
No.
not exactly.
No, the creature that y'all vanquished today was a primal elemental. And it was an Elder Tempest.
Could you like empower some like wraps that somebody who likes to punch things could put around their fist?
Maybe not quite that, but I could like imbue it into a bowstring where it shoots arrows of lightning. I could do it to a sword.
About one of these, and he pulls
How about a pistol? Or whatever it's called.
I don't know what that is, but I can try.
So
Does it use ammo?
It does.
Then I could probably do it.
I have a DM question.
Mm-hmm.
Would this work on the thing?
It could.
The thing.
I like that it's chance based. Can I try to think about it really hard? Some kind of check like fashion.
Make an Arcana check.
That's a +0. I should have expected that. I'm gonna try to help with guidance. Ooh, that's a good-
Ooh.
It's a 20, dirty 20.
So, can I have everybody deafen, please?
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Juicy.
Deafen now.
Oh crap!
Yeah,
Where's
wait, shit, where is it? There it
yeah?
is.
Where is it? Right, insane.
It's right next where it says voice connected, and it's like the headphones right at the bottom right hand corner. There you go. Is everybody deafened? Okay.
Yeah, they're all deafened.
So, when it explains to you to be imbued with primal elemental magic, it would be easier if the creature that imbued it were alive. Like if you had your ingredients that you needed, and you somehow had it strike that with its power rather than you, it would have been a lot easier. But this would be a lot less of a chance. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tag everybody.
Okay, that's fine.
Welcome back, everybody.
It was fast.
Mysterious.
I know. I had to make it quick.
Mm.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
Like I said, it's up to y'all what I do.
Yeah,
Can you make more than one thing with it, or just one?
Just one.
I
Ow.
mean,
One. I shouldn't waste it on a backup weapon.
So Cormac often struggles when we're dealing with very resistant monsters.
You
Trying to
struggle,
think.
bud. You drive the struggle cart.
One type of
The little
magical weapon,
struggle horse cart. Is that you right now?
basically.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
I would say Harley is the one who got the kill, so
Yeah. I feel like it should be Harley that makes the decision. Since
I mean, the only thing I'd use it for would be something to fight that dreadnought when my magic doesn't work. But I don't know if we should keep that for
we're gonna assume
use something so
about
powerful.
the anti-magical field ability is that it cancels all magic, including enchantments.
so just
So yeah, I have no real use for it. I'm mostly casting spells.
I have a project in mind which could really use it, but honestly, would have been better if I had had a few of my other materials and maybe if that thing were alive again, but this could work, but
Project.
not very well.
That's cryptic.
It's not that many primal elementals around, fortunately.
I'm curious.
Oh, there's another one here on this continent that I know of.
There is?
Mm-hmm.
I like lightning, though. Is it a lightning elemental, perhaps?
Nope.
Ah,
It's the creature that the tribes of Grumash worship in their volcano.
What?
oh,
fire.
interesting.
Is that
Yeah, gifted all night.
fire by any chance?
It would be, yeah.
Atagora?
Mm,
Oh no. I don't know what an Anagora. This creature's name is Rashala. It's pretty old.
Okay.
It's in a slumber, like in a comatose state.
Oh, that thing I end up in a lot. Okay.
Rashala.
Found some by some ancient magical seal that seems it can't be broken. You know, have you ever thought, why are there so many magical seals that have a special key? Why not just make all magical seals that can't be broken? Like, why does it have to have a key to begin with?
A key.
For emergencies.
Do you
spell?
do you happen to know what that key is?
A key? There's no key. I just said it doesn't have a key. It can't be broken.
Oh.
But magic itself can be broken.
Is
Yes.
interesting thought. Maybe I
Yeah.
should try to dispel
Yeah.
it just for an experiment.
5 months, yeah.
He's. Well, I guess I better start packing. He's gonna go and get like a leather satchel. And he's starting to notice as he starts grabbing these bottles with soaked cloth sticking out of them into his bag, along with some other like bottles of like alchemical fire and other what seems to be explosive devices. You know, can't disarm, dismantle this abusive system without the proper tools. You know. Come here trying to tax me and my moonshine, you know, it's perfectly fine. And he's just keep packing up explosive materials.
This entire time, Astra has had the bowl of beans in front of her as well as Aspen's journal. She's been writing with her right hand and eating with her left. And she hands 2 copies of the instructions to Cornelius. Take these. They tell you everything you need to do in the case of our demise. And please do not harm the tree in the middle of the keep. I can
will do
regrow
both
a
of those
garden,
things.
but I cannot fix that tree. I appreciate it.
Did y'all know that laws were only made to suppress the poor? And keep on.
You know, out of those last couple sentences, I only heard the word moonshine.
Yeah, I was curious about that as well. What is moonshine?
I know what it is.
Just whiskey with extra steps.
Well, it's less steps.
It's not moonlight.
Those steps be revenue-based tax steps.
Yeah, those are the extra steps: is evading the law, not paying the law, hiding from the law.
Anyway, as I was saying, you're welcome to stay here for a couple hours, but I'm ready to go.
Wait, do you have any of this moonshine right now?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Well, it should be down in the cellar with my now dead robot.
You're not taking
Well,
the robot.
before you leave, shouldn't we decide, you know, as a group, what are we going to do with that tier?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is between You and Pedro.
I don't mind what I do. I don't mind what any of us do with it. But if we all agree that, nobody wants him to do anything with it, we can give it to Kydra. I'm perfectly fine with that. I just wanted to make sure before we left.
I mean, I guess the question is, Kydra, you have some mysterious purpose it might work for, or Cormac could use it to be more effective and help keep us alive?
Hard to say. I really like lightning, kind of my whole thing.
Yeah, that's very...
You know what? I already have one thing with lightning infused. You can have it.
Okay. So if we get
Maybe we
another
could go
primal
find that.
thing, we can
Get
give
that
Cormac
fire one.
a fire gun? Is that what you're saying?
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shoots more fire.
You can't you can't apply that onto like an already magical weapon by any chance, so? Like make it lightning and fire?
That's not how enchantments work.
No.
You can't put it on, something
Have you
that
tried
might
to
be
mix two
cursed.
potions together?
It's just honestly, I never really paid attention to potion class, so.
I have once.
How'd that work out for you?
I don't remember.
Idea.
Is the cellar door locked?
You can try to open it.
Yeah, he's gonna try to open it.
Yeah, so as you open up the cellar, a rune on the other side of the door, the trap door, lights, and I need you to make a con save, please.
Unsave, cool.
Add a +3.
And this is for
All right.
poison, if that makes a difference.
Sure. +3. That's in dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yep.
Right, so you'll take half. As you quite literally just fucked around and found out. Oh, that's a low roll, so that's not bad. That's gonna be 5 after being halved points of poison damage. He's just, as he's like in the middle of packing up his place. What did I tell y'all?
He's down, still going in.
Yeah, so down in the cellar there are these dust covered barrels. I mean, that man, if you just would have asked, I would have told him he can go.
I'm sorry, I got excited.
Oh, you had to ask for permission, right?
They can't control that man around alcohol.
Yeah.
Their barrels, are any of them jarred? Or is there any jarred?
Not at this moment, no.
Do you have any jars, Mr. Cornelius?
Of course I do. What kind of monster do you think I am?
May I have a few?
Sure. You know, that their shine is what I put in my little bottles here, as he like shakes one of the basically Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, it's a Molotov.
Down, he's gonna fill up 2 jars and he's gonna hold them. You see, in the Temple of Brolin, this is how we pay homage to Kresna and Nima. 2 jars of moonshine. Then he puts it in his bag.
Mm-hmm.
Cormac also
Well, it's
asked if he can have a
canon
jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zol's whiskers just twitch in disgust. It's the smell in the air.
Oh, it
What
is
about-
very pungent.
Yeah.
It is.
That's how you know it's good.
Imagine imagine you're 18, you just drank a bunch of bottles of some gas station liquor that's super foul tasting. You got sick on it for us like the whole night. That is what this smells like.
Don't
Can I give you a
know,
bottle?
don't know that feeling.
Rubbing alcohol.
Like Harley asks Dayon if he wants to drink that, and Dayon just looks at him like this.
Awful.
I guess that's a yes.
So, the robot, is it broken because he stripped the parts to make Clyde a walk-in man now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I was guessing. Like, he's abandoning his robot, but he has a new friend.
But at least that one's conversational. He forgets 5 minutes later. I've told him a lot of my deepest, darkest secrets.
Like what?
Anyway.
Can I also take a jar? I'll pay for it.
Yeah, same.
Oh, no need. It's not like I can move it. I can just make more.
All right, cool.
How many jars could we get total out of
Yeah,
these rolls?
I mean, we have to be able to carry it.
There's a lot of us. We have bags of holding.
Also, you can get up to 15 jars.
50. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Incredible.
So, question for you, because it's very clear you're having fun with it. Rags, are you drinking these, or did you make some kind of explosive?
Oh, these are explosives. Want to see? And he's gonna flick his finger, and a little on his thumb is a flame, and he's just holding the bottle like over it.
Mm-hmm.
I would do that.
That wasn't
Outside.
rhetorical. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
He's gonna
Oh,
Now we gotta go.
quite literally. That's what he's doing. He's like, well, it's time to go then, and he's going to ignite the bottle and throw it up into his loft, and all the hay that was up there just immediately ignites. I ain't never looking back at this place. Let's go,
my
Claude!
God. I guess we're not resting here, everyone. Run!
Yeah.
Soul's running out. As he does so, he reaches for a bottle of moonshine because now he understands this good stuff.
Yeah.
He's not gonna drink it. Yeah, what?
Barrel, drop it from the sky. We can blow the fortress up.
Unless anybody objects, Dan's gonna take 3 of those jars of the 15.
Astra will take one.
Grab a keg.
And she's gonna keep an eye out
Quasar will
for
take,
any cherry trees.
Quasar will take 2.
Any cherry trees? Okay, noted. Thank you.
Cormac will also take 2.
And as the log cabin and all of its lightning rods begins to catch fire, and you all make out with as much moonshine as you can carry, you all begin to look towards your trip to Fort Ron and reclaiming it for the kingdom of Rivermore. And what happens next is a story for another time.
For another time.
I could tell it was coming.
Well,
It's the tone of his voice.
Yeah.
One of these days, he's just gonna get us there. We're just gonna be like, yeah, and then what happens next? We're about to find out. Then we just do it.
Because we're going for an all-nighter. This is going to be a 7-hour session. Hope you don't have to
Yeah,
plan.
7 hours.
No,
We're
boy.
gonna finish the campaign 1.
Hey, can y'all please pay attention to me, please? Thank you. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning into our session this evening. Welcome back, Noah. After 3
Thank
weeks
you.
away from us, we
Great
missed
to be
you.
back.
Welcome back
Great
so
to be back.
carefully.
Oh yeah.
And welcome back so carefully. Yes. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. If you missed part of the session, you can catch it on YouTube or the podcast network this coming Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Those 2 places. And if you are just not joining us, don't forget that we are live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on twitch.tv/prestigegc. Come join our Discord. We have a lot of exciting stuff going there. I'm sure somebody will get the link for you via the command in just a moment. And come join our Java Minecraft server with a really cool bee-themed dungeon that has really cool rewards, especially the well sought after cherry tree themed items and everything pink as well. It's really exciting. We loved it. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to Astra, our Furbolg druid.
Sure. I didn't expect to cry. Maybe 30 minutes into the session, something like that. But I did. So that really set the mood, set the tone. But I am super, super glad, in character and out of character, that Zulkifli is back in the game. So that makes me really, really happy. Getting everything for after death in order, like my will and whatnot. But, that'll help with the anxiety of this upcoming quest that we have to go on. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen, what's going to go on. If we die trying to get there, or if we get all our items and go for the final fight, who knows? We're going to find out in our next sessions. So be there or be square. And I'm going to pass it over to Jeremiah, who plays Dion at the moment.
Yes. Very, very great session. Lovely downtime. We all got super strong. Like, those 3 whole levels? That's an insane amount of progress in a month. You know, at least in a month of downtime, you know, we kind of have made that progress in the actual timeline. But you know, really good. The combat was great, kind of horrifying with how gigantic this thing was. And I'm really glad to see that our new member got the how do you want to do this on that. Really great. Good job. And yeah, I can't wait to keep playing. Been really great. And with that, I'll pass it over to Noah, aka Zolkifli. Oh my goodness, Zolkifli!
Whoa, it's so carefully. Thanks everyone. Fun fact: I was in Malaysia this past few weeks, and it was really lovely. And which is it's my place of birth. It is very much the place of birth of the character that I've created for this campaign, and it was a real pleasure to spend that time thinking a lot about Zolkifli and his journey, and to finally come back to that. I feel very much restored, and I'm also very happy to rejoin this wonderful game that we play together. Thank you, our viewers, for checking us out. Always love to see you guys here, and thank you, future listeners and viewers. I can see you as well. I can see you. I'm watching you right now through this screen. It's true. We all can. All right, bye. With that, I'm going to pass over to Cormac /Revelor/Revolver.
Thank you so much, Noah. Yeah, amazing session. Badass fight we just had to go through there. That was awesome. And yeah, as always, thank you to everyone in chat who's been chatting it up with us. Thank you to all of our wonderful players for making these encounters everything that they are. And of course, thank you to our wonderful DM Salkos for bringing us together every week for playing in this amazing story that he's written for us. So yeah, that's all I got. So I'll pass it over to Jaden, who is Kydro, the master.
All right, yeah.
Jaden.
Fun session, guys. It's real cool. I love the aerial mounted combat. You never really get to do that like ever because horses don't fly. So, just wanted to reaffirm that in case you were wondering. Very hard to make a horse fly. Have you tried it? They don't like it.
We'll give it
But-
a trebuchet.
True. They don't fly for very long though. Eventually it just turns into falling. But that's besides the point. Killing a primordial elemental is huge. And as you guys know, Kydro is scheming. He's scheming. That was CR23. Kydro is scheming. So it's going to be crazy next session when Kydro continues to scheme further. Excellent. With that being said, I'm going to pass it over to G.
That's right. That is me. I am that person. It's really fun seeing seeing the fruits of the Seeker's labors, how much more powerful we got. Wondering if we made the right choices for each encounter, and today was really interesting. Love seeing Cornelius again because he's such a quirky, fun character, and I know that our dungeon master loves playing these fun characters, but good character moments. Kind of a little gobsmacked to see Zolkifli again, but very thrilled to see Noah and Zolkifli at the same time. The story continues to develop and new challenges await, but we'll have to face them together. And I'm going to pass it on to Quasar, played by Dakota.
Oh my goodness. What a session. That fight, so fucking cool. I love the part that I can't see any of the cool shit happening. Like when fucking Harley inspired me. It's like I wish I could see that. All I heard was the music.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. But getting like me as Quasar getting to meet all these new characters and getting to meet Zolkifli was very, very cool. Especially having played a character alongside Zolkifli before and witnessing Zolkifli's death. Seeing his return as a different character is very cool. Yeah, what a fucking session. Thank you to everyone for being here. Thanks to Michael. And I'm gonna pass it over to Aaron, who plays Harley, the man of the hour.
Yeah, I
Welcome.
mean, every session I'm getting more and more. I'm having more and more fun playing a bard. It's like, and that power buff to level 12 is just cool to be casting spells like this. The last spellcaster I play, I always feel like I'm out of spell slots, so it's great. But yeah, it was nice seeing the reunion was so careful, even though my character doesn't have the connection to really feel the grasp of it. I could tell from how everyone was reacting. So yeah, it was a great session.
And he passes it back over to me. Thank you so much, Harley. And thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to this session tonight. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I finally started wearing this shirt again because I found it. So there's that. I lost it for the longest time. And we'll see you here next week at twitch.tv/prestigegc at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Wednesday. So, and if you don't just like D&D, like other things, we have a newly updated stream schedule. For those of you who might have missed it, tomorrow is Killer Game Thursday and Dead by Daylight, followed by Friday being a free stream day, and Sunday being a free stream day. But Saturday is the dev and chat stream now instead of the nerdy kitchen cooking. So we'll be working on the bot and the Minecraft server and all those new cool little updates that we're doing, and be discussing them live as we do them. So come chat with us, come watch and see what's happening before we're even ready to announce it. Hear us cuss out some code, so that'll be a lot of fun. Until everybody, we'll see you next week for session 48 Prestige Encounters, with nothing else to say other than bye.
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 Bye now.
Bye.